Welcome everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hey Jerome, Sherry, Story Bouquet, how's it going? Branwyn, welcome. Welcome everyone. Glad to see you here. I'll just scroll through chat a little bit. Madison, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome everyone. Athernox, Lord Zizzo. Welcome guys. Boris Gland, how's it going? Lauren, Caladron, welcome. Forgot you were waiting. Been loving the update. Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. Kira, how's it going? Welcome. The Wizard, what's up? Yeah. Can't wait to see what I've got for you today. Well, it's nothing crazy special, just some more building and chatting and work on the Forest Village. I figured I'd go live again this week. I'm also on Twitch in case any of you want the Twitch drops and didn't get a chance to get them in the last stream that I did a couple days ago for the update. But I'd love to get back into building some more, using some of the new features from the update, and start outlining the tavern for the Forest Village. Just kind of continue landscaping up to there. And I figured, like I said, I like to go live for the in-between stuff between videos, since a lot of you guys really like the slow behind-the-scenes process of my planning and building and all of that stuff, rather than me just skipping ahead on camera all the time. So, yeah, I hope you all are having a good day. And I apologize for the power outage in last stream. I was about to end the stream, and then the power just went out in my whole neighborhood along the whole main street. Just for like a few split seconds, it had some blips in and out, but it was enough to completely crash the stream, so I apologize for that. But hopefully everything will be working today, with YouTube and internet and power and all of that stuff. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see and hear me okay. Yeah, new build changes are awesome. They really are, aren't they? Yeah, it's amazing. I haven't managed to get downtown yet. Physically capable of walking that far, but yeah. Yep. No, I haven't been in a little bit myself. Gotta deposit some things in a chest. I was doing a little bit of building on my mountain cabin the other day. I just started working on that video, so can't wait to share that all with you, because it's gonna be a fun build. I kind of went with like cozy small in mind, but it's kind of turning more into like a cozy mountain lodge. But some of these new updates for the building with the last update are just incredible. Using some of the rotation, I used it to make a really big window. I used it to make some 45-degree doorways and hallways, and man, even just little things like that. I'm just starting to experiment with it, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the sudden outage at the end of the last stream. Yeah, no, it's no worries. It happens. At least it happened near the end of the stream, right? Nestfog, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, the rotating is really amazing, isn't it? So many goat noises. Yeah, right? The barn is also my storage house for the time being. A yak on the stairs. Oh, can they have 8 wool now? I remember when they could only have 4. And man, maybe they updated that. Or maybe that's a glitch. I have no idea. I'm gonna put some of these blocks for my mountain biome build away for the time being. And we will get back to that stuff soon. Let's see. Those. Put these away. There we go. That'll work, just to clear my inventory out a little bit for today. Yeah, we'll get a storage building done soon. Hopefully. That'll be all underground. But so far the barn has been working alright, and anything that's in a magic chest, I can still build from it, even if I'm all the way on the other side of the level 4 flame altar, which I just love. And I also had been noticing control and right mouse button to use magic chest. Does that mean we can now build from... Oh, we can't build from magic chests, can we? Control... No? I feel like maybe they're trying to make it so that we can build with blocks that are in magic chests. That would be kind of cool. Because they have that little thing at the top. See that I can toggle to use magic chests? So I'm not sure what that's going to be, but maybe they're wanting to add that. I feel like I don't remember seeing that. Yeah, you can't yet. Okay, okay. Brick timber block does make an amazing floor, doesn't it? Yeah. It's really nice. You just need one item of each of what you want to use from the magic chest. Oh, I see. So, like, if I have blocks in my inventory, if I just have, like, one block, for example, it'll pull from everything else that's that block in the magic chest. Is that how it works? That's kind of cool, actually, I suppose. Because then you just, yeah, like you said, you just need a few of each block, and then everything else could be stored in the magic chest, and you can build. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Well, I like that. That's nice. Orpaneus, how's it going? Discovered you recently. Amazing job on the Hobbit houses. Awesome. Glad you like those. That's what you understand? Okay, cool. Well, that's awesome. I didn't know that they added stuff like that. Lori, how's it going? Making it to another live. Welcome, welcome. I don't have problems with the NPCs yet. There are a few bugs that I've been experiencing with the new update. One of which is, you can see on the top right of my screen, assign a bed to Fenrig. It keeps repeating the quests. Like, I've got nothing, beds and shelter. Like, I've assigned him to a bed many, many times. And it just keeps, like, he's assigned to the bed. See, if I literally go down, it'll still say he's assigned to the bed. And I'm getting that with a lot of my villagers, too. It's like, it's repeating these quests, even though they're all... See if I, let's see. Summoning staff. If I can, do I have it? Yeah, there it is. Then if I go to the bed, see, it says, wait, unoccupied bed. Why does it keep unassigning him? It still says unoccupied bed, even if I assigned Fenrig. That is wacko. Okay, hang on. Fenrig. Yeah, it just won't allow me to assign Fenrig a bed. Man, I even built him a nice little house in the upstairs of the farmer area. You should like it there. Yeah, farmer keeps losing her bed. Yeah, I've noticed that. I've also noticed that the personal progression, like, it literally is telling me to go get the hunter again, the alchemist again. Like, I did these quests a long time ago. So I guess it says they're in Mist Embervale quests, but I know I did them. I was even the one to, like, pull them out of the vault or whatever. So sometimes these will, like, go into active quests and switch back and forth. So a few bugs, but nothing that doesn't make it playable for sure. So at least that's okay. But your farmer still needs shelter? Yeah, I think it's glitching. I think it's a bug. There's that. There's weird graphic elements sometimes. I get it a lot on the loading screen of Enshrouded with the whole compiling shaders thing. But every time I log into the game at the first time, it'll, like, the home screen of the game just looks all artifacty and wacko. So there's that. There's a weird bloom effect that I've noticed when going into first-person building. So, like, if I go into first-person building and I'm, like, kind of behind the sun, it, like, just darkens. Like, look at the sky, and it darkens everything a lot. And I don't like that, because when I'm trying to build something, when there's, like, high contrasty lighting, and then I go into first person, it's not happening as much right now at this time of day, but there's some weird stuff that goes on with the lighting. So I just have to, like, try to choose which time of day I try to do work on certain things. But yeah, I'm sure they're working on fixing the bugs, which is good. Hey Brad, how's it going? Welcome, glad you like the builds. Gotta place the farmer next to the bed before I can assign him. Fenrig, I always place him next to that bed. So, like, I've been placing him, I've been summoning him down in this house for a while now. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying, though. Like, place him there and then assign. So now it says bed occupied. And now the quest completes again, but it still says assign Fenrig to a bed in my top right of my screen. It's a bug. It just like endlessly keeps doing the quest. But yeah, good thought. Good thought. I always do that, and then he disappears. Like he despawns from the map. He'll be there for a bit, but then it's like I gotta resummon him in, assign him to the bed, and the quest just never goes away. But it's all good. Hey Sapphire, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, and don't let them roam. That's true. I let Fenrig roam. He's on the roaming setting. Maybe that's what's happening. Yeah. Also a recent subscriber. Heck yeah. Well, thanks for joining the community. Hope you enjoy the content. Excited for another build. Yeah, it's just a weird bug. Yep. Who knows? So what I want to do today is just mess around with kind of outlining the placement for a massive tavern. I'm talking like probably one of the biggest builds, aside from maybe like an underground storage bunker or a crypt in the forest village. It's going to be on the top of that hill. You can kind of see where those platforms are placed up there. And I want to do just a huge tavern and inn for like a big kitchen, everything I need for the cooking, everything I need to house the villagers. And then on this hill, kind of next to the tavern, I want to do like a bunch of little hobbit holes for like personal houses for the villagers, assuming we keep getting more of them in our village as the game keeps updating. So that's the plan for today, is just to kind of do a little bit of outlining and continue landscaping everything. It's a slow process. Builds like this, just big village builds, always take a while. But we can just chill and chat and have some fun. Yeah, they will have teleport. That's on their roadmap, being able to teleport between worlds, which is interesting. Yeah, Joe the Wizard, that's a good point. Yeah, so it is on their roadmap. We'll see what they do with it. Yeah, I really like the roaming thing too. Yeah, just a few bugs with pathing or other things. Yep. Place for the villagers to party. Exactly. Yep. Wish you could build blocks on an angle. Yeah, that's gonna be a really hard thing to do in voxel stuff. Yep. It's so like the blocks and stuff will probably always be 90 degrees in this game. But the props are easier to be able to rotate. It's kind of a separate texture, but for snapping reasons and other things, the blocks kind of need to... I mean, they don't need to. They could make every individual block basically like a prop, to where you could choose to toggle snapping or not toggle snapping and then rotate it. So, like, it could be possible, but I think it would require kind of an overhaul for the system. Fantastic, Tanuki. How's it going? Welcome. Yeah, it is a voxel game. Yeah. It looks incredible for a voxel game, doesn't it? A lot of voxel games kind of take on the style of Minecraft, at least for graphics and art and stuff. This game took it to a whole nother level with kind of the smoothing of the terrain and everything else, so I suppose it would be easy to kind of miss that it's a voxel game at first. But yeah, that's the whole reason we can dig underground and go absolutely bonkers with the building in this game. Yeah. Yeah, pick clothes for the villagers one day, I know, right? That would be kind of cool. We'll be able to play music with them soon. I don't know how soon, but it's on their roadmap, which is cool. Yep. Yeah, that'll be fun. So these two platforms that I placed up here are essentially snapped from my doorway into the tree there. And I've just kind of, like I've said in my previous videos, how I plan out where the builds go is I basically will just kind of snap off of an existing build and then use like a grid system, either with these 8x8 foundation pieces or these little 4x4 ceiling pieces. And that kind of determines like where I end up placing a build. That way, if I ever want to kind of interconnect them in the future, they're all based off the grid, at least in like groups of 4 blocks apart, 4 or 8. So that's just kind of my simple system for planning where the foundation of a build is going to go based off of other builds for the village. So that's just what I've done. I've brought some blocks up here so that we have something to work with. And I want this tavern to be huge. It's going to take a long time to build, but like it's probably going to at least be twice the size of the treehouse there. Still with a mossy roof and everything else, maybe a big basement, big balcony, kind of overlooking the forest village right there. And yeah, I like this location for a tavern. I think it's kind of perfect. I want to do a little waterfall coming off of this big hill that kind of goes into the icy river. An ice waterfall for now, until we get to have the water in the game if we can place it. But yeah, I just think it's kind of perfect. And I can use this hill as like a windy path with some housing to get down to the barn, to get down to that side of the forest village, and also maybe a pathway right up into the tree as well. So those are kind of the big plans, but... Oh, 7-Eleven is still closed. Yeah. You said they were like closed, that was it. Treehouse looks great. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Got that one on my channel, building the treehouse. So that's what I kind of do. I'll go live on the in-between stuff and then like do like a brief video of building the actual build for each little build in the forest village. That's kind of been my content structure so far. What's the reason for keeping the builds to the grid? There's not really a reason, but kind of as I mentioned before, if I ever want to connect things, it just makes it easier to have it like in even numbers versus odd numbers. Just because a lot of the blueprints are, and like items and other things are even. The round windows are actually odd, they're 3 by 3. But it just makes it a little simpler if I'm trying to like figure out where something was, or it really honestly doesn't matter though. It's probably just the perfectionist in me when it really comes down to it. Yeah, great hall style, like a medieval tavern, that would be cool. Yep. That would be nice. Going to have to get that bus driver to take pity on me. Yeah. So I think the front of it, honestly, I kind of like the idea of the front of the tavern being maybe about where we are here. I kind of snap these. I'm just using the rough stone block as like my blueprint planning block. It gets replaced with the final blocks later. But it's just easy for me to kind of count and see. So you can see each little edge has like the individual stones on it. I don't know. I just like it that way. Haven't experimented enough with building yet. Yeah, sounds like it would be easier to connect structures that way. Yeah, it kind of depends. But like if I ever wanted to do like a bridge from the tavern up to a little lighthouse that connects to like a tree or, you know, all sorts of stuff like that, it just makes it simpler in my mind if it's on a grid system. But honestly, it's kind of just a personal opinion. For what makes building easier for me. But you really don't need it, and to be honest, I kind of want to start like loosening my perfectionism a little bit with this forest village, because I can't have it be like too perfect and to the grid. Like I want it to be natural and good looking and everything like that. So we'll see. I'll get there eventually. So I want the front of this tavern to be at least 4 of these wide. It's going to be big. And then I want it to go back kind of into the hill. I'm going to build up. Before I cut into the terrain here, I'm going to do just a little bit of outlining just above where I actually want to build to start out. So I'd like to do at least 4 blocks wide for this entryway. We gotta bring it back this way a little bit. I won't take this tree out just yet. I'll take that out as I build a little bit more. But perfectionism, hear you there for sure. Yeah. It's a hard thing for me. I always try to like... I try to plan a build, and then 1 hour turns into 2 hours, and then 3 hours, and then sometimes I get stuck. I have to take breaks. And there's a happy balance. I like being able to... you know, really enjoy what I'm doing and creating, and feel like I put a lot of work into it, but at the same time I also really like seeing it all come together, and I can always tweak things after the fact. I think I got kind of a preconceived idea of how building was supposed to work when playing Valheim, because Valheim, for the terrain at least, it used to be instance-based, to where every time you made a modification, it would add instances to your game and just start getting more and more and more laggy. So I sort of took on this perfectionistic attitude of like, I can't do it until I'm ready to actually make the final change to the terrain. And yeah, I didn't like that. It it sort of grew something in me to where I was like, all right, I'm not going to make any changes until I absolutely have to, and I know exactly where it's going to go when it comes to the terrain. Even though in this game, it's not like it adds lag to the game for me to accidentally destroy a piece of terrain and just like place it back. But I kind of took on that mindset with building in other games with the concept of, oh, if I don't do it right the first time, it adds lag. And so I think that's kind of maybe part of my perfectionistic attitude with Enshrouded. That I definitely have to like learn to break free from. That this game I could destroy this entire thing. I could throw the little bomb thingies everywhere and build it all back, and it probably wouldn't add lag to the game. It's all customizable. It saves whatever's in the altar. It's a pretty efficient system. Do I take before and after pics of my builds? Yeah, so I don't take it in the world, in this world, but I have another test world where I've like got some flame altars positioned in areas, and sometimes when I'll do a build, because Enshrouded, the world is the same for every world, I'll just go into another world if I want to take a before of that area. That's kind of how I do it. Yeah, it's a cool thing though to kind of watch the whole landscape completely transform. Yeah. Valheim is one of your all-time favorite building systems, though it does have its issues. Yeah. You love the structural integrity part of Valheim. It is kind of fun. Yeah. It is kind of fun. The adventure and the structural realism and the hardcore aspect of Valheim, base raids and everything, it adds a fun aspect to the game, that's for sure. Yeah. So I'm thinking I want to back this tavern, probably like all the way back up at the hill here, and maybe even have like a little outdoor deck that kind of goes on. How wide is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them wide right now. I kind of want it just really overhanging the hill. I may choose to make it 8, but I could do that backing into the hill there. So 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then maybe this one. I'll start coming out this way, because this is going to be like another big, this will kind of be the inn. I want this main section to be the tavern, and I'm thinking I'll kind of do the build like an L shape, but not entirely, because I'll also come out on the other side there as well. It's going to be huge. Because I have a lot of space up here that I don't really know what else to do with. I have another big tree there, so I didn't really want to build another tree up here or anything, and I thought it would be a cool spot for a tavern. Yeah, Valheim does not limit you to a grid. Yeah, definitely. That's kind of the big difference, is like, you know, Valheim is not voxel-based, Enshrouded is. So Enshrouded is my favorite game for doing naturey, cozy feeling builds. You can use terrain on the roof, dig hobbit holes, all sorts of crazy stuff like that, build in giant trees. Can't do that with Valheim. But like, yeah, for just like a Viking medieval village where you can rotate things anyway, and sort of the free form of Valheim is nice. The terrain is still on a grid with Valheim. When it comes to like digging a basement, you have to be on an XY axis. But other than that, it's kind of all freeform. Yeah, I can't really dig. Yeah, you can't build underground and stuff in Valheim for sure. Miggy, thanks for all the videos. Helped you so much. So glad to hear. Yeah. Oh, I could do a little greenhouse kind of attached to the tavern. That's actually kind of a good idea. I could do it kind of on this section of the tavern. We'll see, because I think a greenhouse would be a nice thing in the forest village here. But I'm kind of debating where I would put it. Whether maybe it's down there. I was kind of thinking possibly by the farm area there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, building the big trees in the swamp is nice. That's true. Yeah, a dismal place for that. Yeah, right. It's not as cozy. I mean, it's kind of cozy when you're protected up in the tree, but yeah. Yeah, and Valheim has the height limit with building and terraforming, whereas Enshrouded doesn't. That's true. And we've eaten up a whole day. Let's go sleep. That's how building goes in Enshrouded. It's slow. It's a ever-evolving process. And we'll take Fenrig's bed since, see, he's not there anymore. He just despawned. He's not sleeping in his bed. I don't know. I probably should just set him to be in one place. Yeah, in Valheim, that is, to add climbing roses and flowers and more decoration, yeah. I've used the plant everything mod sometimes. The modding community for Valheim is really big, so there's often stuff that you can find that if it's not in-game, you can probably find a mod for it, but I do really like how much Enshrouded adds in vanilla. That's an awesome thing. Yeah, it's a weird bug, I know, right? Curious to see what you do with the ability to change the items around, as in tilt and move their axis. Oh yeah, stay tuned for my mountain cabin build. That'll be the first build where I'm kind of starting to use that feature. I'm going to be posting that video possibly even next week, as early as next week, if I get it done. Yeah. Yeah, Infinity Hammer and Plant Everything are awesome, definitely. The big battle axe. This is the Celestial Axe from the mountain biome. It's a nice one-handed weapon. Probably one of the better ones. Yeah. I feel like I want to give you guys a sneak peek of the mountain cabin, of the feature that I use, but it's well, actually, I can go over there. I won't show you the outside of it yet. In fact, I don't really have much done on the outside. I will show you what I kind of did for the window, and I'll show you how to do it in the video and stuff, but yeah, I could give you guys a little sneak peek. How'd I do the wooden stairs? Those were with the tables, the VUCA tables. That was actually before we got the rotation, because those were able to be rotated. And that was something that I liked, doing the little wooden stairs. Yep. Any idea what would prevent me from upgrading a flame altar? Why do you not want to upgrade a flame altar? Or you like why would you want to be prevented from doing it? Stealing that for your builds. Yeah, I like how it works. I did it for the bridges here. I've got a little bridge tutorial on my channel of how to build the little bridges and the little pathways and things. I thought it looked kind of natural, and it was a good way to climb elevation relatively quickly rather than just using one of the stone paths or something. So I kind of like the blend between the two. I need to fill them out a little more. More plantings, more natural feel. It's kind of just all roughed in at the time, but yeah, they are pretty nice for the forest biome. Yeah, they did add ivy and like the grapevines in Valheim. You can now plant those in vanilla, which is very nice. I really like that. Yeah. Lord Lizzo, what's up? Saw you in chat in the beginning. Glad you're back. How's it going? Alright, so I'm just going to go to my camera for a second, climb up to the spot where I did the window of the mountain tavern, and show you guys the cool thing that I did. Okay. You see that? I took fence pieces and rotated them sideways to create my own giant window in my little mountain build. Oops, is my screen being wacko? Hang on, can you guys see it okay? It's flickering a little bit, okay. Yeah, the mosaic flooring, it's pretty cool, yep. So this is my giant window that I created custom because I wanted a big window to look out at the snowstorms. And we also did 45-degree walls because now I can place doors at an angle, which is really awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be a cozy, fun build. So stay tuned for this video. I'm working away at it. But yeah, the rotation stuff is just massively game-changing when it comes to being able to do all kinds of craziness. And I've got a Drake coming after me, so I'm gonna go back so he de-aggroes. There's the Drake. Anyone else trying to get a 50-90 today? I wish. I've got the 40 series though, so I'm not in a rush. I'll let it go all the way till it's dead. That's kind of what I do. Build the best and then wait a while. Get what I paid for out of it. So yeah, stay tuned for the mountain cabin. I can't wait to share that one. It'll be fun. Yeah, it is the poles from the prison fencing, I think. Yeah, for the window for the mountain cabin. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, it'll be a fun build. I really wanted a cozy atmosphere up there. And it's a bigger build than some that I've done, you know, but it's not big. It'll fit. The entire build will be in a level 1 flame altar, so it's a really cool little design for a little mountain cabin. And hope you guys will like it, but yeah, using the rotation is just amazing. I can create whatever I want. Any style of window I want, any walls that are angled now. And yeah, that's what's so nice. I don't even have to, like, you know, the foundation I'd have to kind of like have it blocky, but I could even use the wall dividers to create a 45-degree wall on a build without it looking blocky, for example. So honestly, it's kind of becoming more like Valheim with the building system if you use it right. Yep. Rocking a 4070. Yep. They work great. They're yeah. They're pretty nice. Have any suggestions on good-looking ways to fill out tall Gothic-style church windows? Ooh, I could take you to, let's see here. Where is it? My Halloween build for that. It's kind of, maybe you could get some inspiration from that. The church is a little Gothic style, I guess. Hey, Felicia, how's it going? Loving the new upgrade? Oh yeah, the new update's awesome. Did I get lag on the map? Yeah, there's some bugs with the new update. Don't worry about it. I hope they'll fix them soon. I don't at the moment. But yeah, I get some other bugs. So this is what I did for my church a long time ago. This is how I did my big windows at the top. I used the round Hobbit door frame and then used the iron windows inside of it to sort of create this big rounded church window up at the top. But that maybe that'll help you a little bit. Figure out some cool ideas for a Gothic build. Yeah, the window pieces are awesome. You kind of just mesh everything in, and I love how you can turn snapping on or off for those. Hey, Gen X Gaming, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, the ectoplasm block in the tall windows. Yep, that's what I did for those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the yellow one is awesome too. Exactly. That's a nice one. We put that in the little skylights with the ectoplasm one for the, or not skylights, I guess, just sort of ceiling lights in the treehouse here. Yeah. Yeah, that church was built near like a little patch of shroud, so that's why there's kind of that blue fog. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't have a build video on that church. I have a full tour of the church, so I do have a tour video of that build. That was for the Halloween build competition, so I was kind of in a rush. I didn't have time to make a build video on it, but I've got the build video for the pumpkin house, because a lot of you wanted to know how to make that. But maybe I'll do some more Gothic-style builds around it or something. Fill that area out a little bit more. I'm thinking this spot, let's see. I'm thinking I want to do a little bit of a deck or something coming off this area as well. I know, I want to live in this treehouse, right? I want it to be my real house. Yep. Patiently waiting for the video on the mountain cabin. Stay tuned, it'll come out. It'll come out. But yeah, I can't wait to get that one out. It's I've wanted to do a little cozy build in the mountains for a while, so it feels good to finally be getting around to doing it. Yep. Oh yeah, being able to do the fog arena build. Leveled the ground so the bottom arena was foggy in the mornings. Yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting tricks. Yeah, the contest winners, the event hall in the world. We went to that in last stream a couple days ago. That is right up here in the Albanese Summits. So it says text on the screen. That's what we got confused about. There's no, like, icon. But it's pretty cool. It looks like it's kind of like a Hall Halls dungeon. They'll, like, keep expanding it with the winners of build competitions or other things that they do. It's kind of a neat idea. Yeah. So it's up there. It just says the text on your screen, and the location unlocks as soon as you travel to the Albanese Summit Spire. So as long as you've made it there, it should show up on your map. Alright, so let's see. I want this, the layout for this tavern is coming along well. I'm kind of debating a few things here. I think this side will just be maybe more of like the waterfall area. Man, I might even make it bigger than that because I want the waterfall to kind of come off of this section here. And yeah, I may go really big with this tavern here. Let's see, it's 4 wide right now. What if I just made it 5 of these wide? How do I make the waterfalls? I'll do it with the ice block. Yeah, no water just yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, the statues would be cool for pillars. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm thinking 5 wide. This is gonna be a big. Well, let's see. I'll just do it 4 wide because I don't want it to be completely overpowering. 4, and then I'll back it up into the hill. Like that'll be the final width of it. Here will also be 4 blocks. And I might do like little jut outs on the roof here and on the other side as well. That'll just be maybe like a giant porch over here. What should I do here for the tavern? I'm thinking a big, well, maybe a big overhang there. It's always hard to plan. Outdoor seating area. Yeah, I was thinking something like that. I definitely want some outdoor seating, whether that's here, which honestly, this is kind of a nice spot because then you get the view there. So maybe the first level of the tavern, honestly, would be mostly exposed. For some cool outdoor seating. I could do some decks and balconies and other stuff like that too. Yeah, staggered levels for indoor dining. Yeah, that would be really cool. Wouldn't it? Yeah, we'll make it really tall. I am thinking that. So it's gonna be like the treehouse is 1, 2, 3 levels. For the top level, we'll do the tavern at least 4. I'm thinking, and some levels will have like it'll be higher ceilings too, for the chandeliers and like yeah, balconies kind of overlooking other levels. I don't know. I don't really know where to get like inspiration for this one. I'm just kind of gonna go with whatever seems okay. Are there any building mods for Enshrouded yet? There is Builder's Companion mod, which is what I use like in my church to place some of the skeletons. But it doesn't add anything new in the game. It just kind of allows you to place existing stuff. But now in vanilla, we can place almost all of that. So I don't know how useful that mod is anymore. Pinterest is where you get your inspiration. Should I look on Pinterest for tavern ideas? I feel like if I share the screen, I'll get copyright. Well, no, it's just reacting to it, right? I wouldn't get copyright claimed or something weird for looking at Pinterest on stream. Think it'll be okay. I like to have a flame altar in my inventory. The flame altar is my equivalent of a build camera. So I'll switch to it and see how much it zooms out. So I'll just kind of get a sense of like, okay, what does the size look like from a far away perspective? I really hope they add a build camera in Enshrouded at some point to be able to just get a sense of the sizing on things. But we'll see. Maybe eventually they will. Alright, so based on how it is now, I think the waterfall idea would be really cool, kind of down there. If I did outdoor seating in this section here, I could have it overlooking the village, as well as maybe a little doorway with that meets up to the path that would go like right over there. And then if I had, let's see, that'll be this wide. It'll come out to here and continue all the way back that way, as well as go back into the hill. What else do I want for the tavern? I kind of want a little bit of like a... How far away do I have over here? I have until here to be able to build. So I could come out another 2 blocks pretty safely, maybe. Or maybe keep it this way. How many do I have here right now? It's a neat trick. Yeah, the altar is my build camera. It works. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll probably keep it that way for now. Let's see. Any mods that accelerate the crafting process? I don't know. Yeah, builds undergrounds so you'll run into the ceiling problem. Yeah. Yep. I think there's settings in the, let's see, not difficulty settings, for production stuff. Let's see what they actually have here. Thanks for the subs, guys. Welcome. So you can do, let's see, player mana, player health. I thought there was some stuff where you could do, yeah, workshop production speed, plant growth speed, weapon upgrade cost. You can change all of this. Weapon recycle yield, mining damage, loot amount. So you could like drag loot amount all the way up, workshop production speed all the way up, and yeah, you can really mess with it in there. So yeah, those world modifiers are really nice. Yeah, to be able to do. So I'm thinking this blueprint for the tavern is probably about what I'd want to go for here. This size seems pretty decent. I'm even thinking that if I came out by 6, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I came out by 5 and then 6 and tied the mossy roof of the tavern into the hillside here? That could be kind of cool. And then the front section that kind of overlaps, that juts out right here, will just be like a pointy roof that kind of comes out and up. And then this back section, I'm thinking, could be a lot wider, and the roof would kind of go this way and go along, like kind of this way. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Yes, the adjustments are nice. Yeah. And then I could even sort of have, like, the entrances to the tavern could either be, let's see, maybe even on this side over here, because that's kind of where the land is. So I could somehow climb up here, whether it's little platforms or something, and then the entrance could be right here for, like, a big front door area. That's a thought. And then, yeah, and then you kind of come out here. This could all be like a balcony on the first level. This could be kind of a balcony. And then maybe you have like maybe a little fairy garden or something that's where you could exit out of the tavern, and like a little hanging fairy garden that's above the waterfall area here. And then over here would be sort of the back exit where you could go through maybe here or back here and get out to the housing on the hills. Something like that. Gotta run, Sapphire. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your day as well. Yeah, I think that would work, because I think size-wise this is looking pretty solid for a tavern build. I really could go bigger, couldn't I? I could go 6 wide in the front, but that would look a little finicky with the jut outs that I'm kind of planning on doing. Yeah, I think this is a good size. I think this is a good size here. So let's roll with that. All right. I like this plan for the tavern. I'm going to go with that. And now that we kind of have everything laid out, I'm going to destroy these and do the official foundation layout. And we won't go too in detail today because I'll kind of be including segments of this on a video. But I often like to get the foundation layouts before I do the video because it takes a while to lay them out. Oops, I think... Yeah, I wanted those to be there. I just want these to be removed. Okay. So now we destroy all of this and just start setting back with these pieces here. Alright. Because we're going to dig down into the ground a little bit for the first level of this tavern. Black Ops team, how's it going? Welcome. So what I've done here is I've just laid out the plan above ground, and now we're going to officially sort of make our changes to the terrain here. So this tree, unfortunately, has to go. I'll plant them back somewhere else. Alright, and now I'm going to take these guys and block in where we want it to go. So I'm coming in by 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I go here this way. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. And I think maybe, yeah, right there, just to remove that hillside stuff. Okay. All the way along back here. I wonder if we could almost tie the tavern into this big tree back here. I may just leave that tree there, to be honest. It's kind of cool looking. Alright, I'm coming out by 2. Alright, so that should work. Oops. I didn't want that one there. Okay. I will just do it where it needs removing here. So there. Okay. Absolutely leave the trees. It'd be really cool. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave them. I think it would be kind of cool. Just, like, I don't know if it'll make it inside the tavern, but, like, why not? Even if it peeks halfway through the tavern. I'm okay with that. I think that would be cool. Alright, I gotta collect these. Get them out of the way here. It's so nerve-wracking doing a massive project. Like, every project of the Forest Village is always, always difficult to plan. Yeah, build around the tree, use them as decoration, yeah. I think that could be cool. Alright, so now we destroy what we just placed here. Because this will dig into the ground. This is how I create my basements as well, by the way. I don't really show this step on a lot of videos because it's kind of self-explanatory, but every time you remove these big blueprints, it removes everything with it, including blocks and terrain blocks and everything. So we're just kind of creating the foundation level for the tavern here. Hey, Timber Builds, how's it going? Welcome, good to see you again. Shadowwrath, welcome. Yeah, landscaping is pretty crazy. Yeah. Water is on the 2025 roadmap, definitely. Yep. Going good. Awesome. Glad to hear, Timber. Glad to hear. So this base level for the tavern is going to be out of the Vuka temple block, I believe, because that's what I've been using for a lot of my foundation blocks. So let me go grab some stacks of that. Wee. D Manson, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could place the water. If it's not just a biome where it has to be, if we could actually purposely place it, that would be nice. So I want well blocks because those are the pillars, and I want Vuka temple stones. I think 3,000 is enough. Do I have any more? I don't know. Not at the moment. Okay, this should be okay. So now we can go replace those with... Get out of the way, goat. We get up to the tavern. I'm gonna replace these with the Vuka temple stones here. For the floor of the tavern, I may even use some of the granite block because of the mosaic there. It just looks so nice. But I want to be consistent with the rest of the Forest Village, and for the Forest Village, I've been using a block palette of a lot of the green textures and things. Actually, I want to collect that little guy. All right. I just like the way they look with the forest. They do a good job of making block palettes that go really, really well with the biomes. So, as much as I want to use all of them, that's one of my other biggest challenges as a builder, is deciding what blocks to use for builds. If I use too many, it will look distracting and it just won't look good anymore. It's like the inner perfectionist is like, oh, let's make it more complicated because that will make it look better. But it doesn't always make it look better. Look at villages and everything. They would build the village with the resources they had where they were building it. I mean, modern architecture is kind of an exception, but cozy builds that are kind of in the time of Enshrouded, I guess, would be more built with the resources that were around the biome. So I wouldn't really be using lots of other blocks I don't have, but yeah. Yeah, less is more, exactly. That concept, for sure. Yeah, the stunning floors and sun temples. Yeah, there's some cool stuff, man. We'll have to do some cool patterns on the floor in here. I just want to outline it with this block, and then we'll kind of change it around later. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's easy to go overboard really quickly. Definitely. Water in a voxel engine should look amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Apparently it's hard to do in their engine. At least they've mentioned that, but man, if they do a good job, I mean, they could combine what they've done with the tar pits and the mud and stuff, and then just kind of add a swimming mechanic. And they've already got the shiny textures now with the ice and stuff. I think they're well on their way. Yeah. We're starting the tavern, Lord Lizzo, yeah. Lord Zizzo. Lizzo. Yep. We are starting the tavern build. It's gonna be kind of a big project. So yeah, kind of a cliff house. Just a really, really big one. That will sit on top of this cliff above a waterfall, kind of overlooking the village as the big inn and tavern build. I think, yeah, because I'm gonna expand it on the upper levels. It's gonna be like the treehouse. How it's a little hard to see, how it kind of juts out at the top there. And I like being up high here. We can look over the barn and get the sunset and stuff from the tavern. I feel like if a lot of people are spending a lot of time at the tavern, it's a cool location. Yeah, I can't wait for the water biome. It's gonna be awesome, isn't it? So cool that they confirmed a whole water biome. Not just adding water to the game, but probably the area, yeah, in between Blackmire and the mountains. Yeah, have rowboat races. I wonder if they'll add boats. They probably will. That would be cool. That would be really cool. We'll have to do a whole fishing village. If they add a water biome, I'm going to build a big fishing village using like the VUCA nesting material for like straw roofs and stuff. And doing like a whole, yeah, that would be awesome. Hey, Henry Cow, how's it going? Welcome. Spire base would be interesting, yeah. I don't think they'll replace the lava shroud with the water, because that was also kind of part of the lore. So it'll also be interesting to see how they weave the water into the lore of the game. I'm not fully sure what their plan is for that yet, but be interesting to follow along with. Alright, so I want this one to be out of the well blocks, to do some pillars at all of the corners. Alright, maybe right here. Yep, I guess that'll do. Yeah, if they add fishing mechanics and, yeah, nets and other items and boats and stuff, man, we're totally doing a, yeah, we're totally doing a fishing village. Imagine going down a waterfall in a barrel just like the Hobbit. Man, if they have mechanics that are like that, I feel like I gotta start like a whole live stream series of building Middle-earth and Enshrouded. Look at like a map, strategically place certain builds. So far we have 10 flame altars to work with. I bet if they add a water biome, we might even be able to expect 2 more flame altars. That's 12 flame altars. We would need at least 2 for the height of the towers and stuff, but maybe we could do some of the really cool builds from it. Oh, I love the first person building. Yeah. I use it for up close stuff when I'm, yeah, I tend to do third person when I am just kind of mapping out a build or doing bigger things, because I can be zoomed out a little farther from my character. I'm gonna go sleep so you guys can see. But then yeah, for the finer details, first person is awesome. Super happy they added that. Yeah, imagine Helm's Deep in the mountain biome. That would be a big project, wouldn't it? We'd only be able to do, like, certain pieces of the builds, for sure, but... yeah. It'd be awesome. Yeah, it would be hard to add water to existing areas, for sure. They'd really have to change things around. I bet, yeah, that's probably why they were like, we're just gonna do a whole biome that's the water biome. Maybe the lore for it will be something along the lines of, like, how that specific area was protected from the shroud somehow. Or what we need to do to get there. I don't know. It'll be an interesting concept, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Well, that's gonna look great as the tavern. Look at that. That'll be a beautiful spot for it on the hill. And then I'm thinking this area where these statues are would be a great spot for, like, a little workshop maybe for the carpenter. Or I could kind of build it lengthwise this way. Have a little patio out here with some tools and stuff. And then this path would kind of continue up along the side of it over here. And then this area could be maybe the blacksmith hut. And then I also want to do a few little floating islands off of these cliffs here. And then yeah, up here we'll have to figure out like the windy staircase path area to get up to the tavern. Love the building, but kind of find it a hassle to run to each villager to craft specific items. Yeah. Wish there was a workbench to craft everything. Right. It can get a little tiring. That it at least is really nice that they added the NPCs, like the assistant NPCs, to where we can actually at least have 2 instances of an NPC, summon them in multiple places. You can always summon them around, but I find myself teleporting to them more than like summoning them to where I need them. And they might not always be under a roof or whatever, so yeah. Thanks for the Prime sub. Immersive Cake, welcome. Be an awesome build when it's complete. Yeah, I think so. This will be a cool concept. I think the first level for the tavern, it needs to be like the first level of the barn. it's going to be, rather than 8 blocks, we're going to have it 12 blocks high. That's going to be the height of the first level. It needs to be a tall building. It's going to be grand. A big tavern here. That looks a little better. Kitty stole your chair. Yeah, floating islands like Avatar, something like that. Yep. I would love to kind of incorporate a few of those in the forest village with some vines and stuff hanging down from them off of the high areas, because we have a lot of height to work with in this spot. It's kind of a cool location. So I want to deck out the tree with lots more builds and branches and vines and things, but also do a few floating islands. Maybe someday we'll get around to doing like a big floating island base, but eventually we'll see. Oh yeah, being able to rotate the barrels. That'll help a lot, won't it? Yeah, that would be cool. Because we're not just going to be limited to those sideways barrels. We could use any barrel or bucket or crate and rotate it any direction. Totally. That's what I'm going to do for the tavern. We are going to do a basement, I think, on it. A big cellar. That would be cool. I think that's kind of a necessary thing for the tavern here. To have a big cellar for it. Yeah, we'll figure that out a little later. Not entirely sure how I want to do that, but yeah, a big like wine cellar underneath it that goes down pretty deep, because we've got so much height to work with here. I could do something interesting with that. And then this area up here, I don't know how I'll do the waterfall exactly. I may kind of dig in and almost do like a... Oh, you know, I could almost do something that's similar to the barrel escape scene in Lord of the Rings, or in The Hobbit. I could do like a underground river that I dig from here that runs underneath the tavern, and it links up with the cellar, like the winery basement area of the tavern, and so that you could like toss the barrels into the river, and then they could go off this waterfall, you know, assuming the water, you know, it's just going to be an ice waterfall, but in terms of the lore for the build, they could go off the waterfall, and then that's how the wine could get down to, or tavern stuff, could get all the way down to like the farmer house or something down there. Maybe that's kind of how the water starts. It starts as like an underground lake or something like that. And then it comes out to the waterfall. That could work. I don't know if they have craft... yeah, they don't have craft ale or wine or anything in the game yet. No. They've got all the barrels, though. Oh, yeah, the bottom of the islands could be the glowing blocks. That'd be awesome. Yeah. A cluttered alchemist home. I do plan to do something like that, actually, up in the tree. I think the blacksmith and the carpenter are going to be on the ground. They just feel like really grounded, earthy builds. And then up in the tree, I want to do more tree houses. I want to do one for the huntress. I want to do one for the alchemist. Maybe even like a hanging one. Something like where we use the big chains and hang it from a branch. And then, yeah, something maybe for the bard will be in the tavern, I think. Yep. What block did I just use there? This is the well block, and then this is the Vuka Temple stones. Yeah. Those are kind of my foundation blocks for the forest village. I'm not using too many stones. It's mostly going to be wood for the builds. But these, based on the way they were kind of green and stuff, I liked how they looked, especially with the vines and stuff around them. Yep. I know, I wonder if we'll be able to bring water to already made bases. That will be an interesting thing. I hope they do something like Minecraft where we could bucket the water out and actually place it, not just in the water biome. We'll have to see. It'll be, yeah. I feel like that's the only thing with building in early access games, is that, you know, new updates could come out and then you're like, oh my gosh, I want to build there instead now, or whatever. Like, you end up with other builds that, like, you just build them as the game goes on. I can't ever have, like, the perfect, completely finished build. Yeah. You broke more bones falling off of things while building than fighting enemies. Yeah. That's always my joke. In Valheim, I die more times from trees falling on me, and in Enshrouded, I die more times from falling off a tree. Yep. Alright, so this is kind of the pillars for this section here. I think, yeah, just having them on the main corners of the build like this is probably what I want to go for now. So that's going to be the tavern outline. Let's check out how that looks from a little farther away. This is nice. This is very nice. I think size-wise that'll be good as it starts jutting out and we start getting a lot of height in it. That's going to be really nice. Yeah, this will be cool. I want it to be a big build. And the treehouse is only 3 blocks by 5 blocks, essentially. But that's, you know, so this is 4 blocks by 8 blocks by 2 by 4 right there, and then another 4 by 4 here. So it looks small because we have such a big landscape, but it's actually one of the biggest builds. Like the barn is 5 by 7, so just this center section is essentially the barn, and then this will be like 4 levels tall. So yeah, it'll probably be the biggest build in the village, one of them. I think that's a good size though. I don't think I want to go too much bigger. Yeah, it's the issue with early access, especially when they add so many things. You keep changing it all around. Exactly. Yep, exactly. They kind of, like that's what, for the barn, for example, I was like, oh, you know, I really like the new conifer wood block. So I had to include it in the barn here because it just looks so great as a barn. But maybe I'll have to use it a little bit on my treehouse as well to kind of update some of the look of it. It's always hard with that, yeah. They could add lore where the water dissipates really fast once crossing build area lines. It's too far from the flame. Oh, this is true. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. So this is the tavern. This is the layout of it so far. We might continue these poles all the way down as well. But I think I'm going to hold off on the layout now. We could start focusing on some landscaping bits and pieces for it. So something I want to do actually is take these poles and continue them. I do want to continue them all the way down. So destroy these corners here. I think, well, actually, yeah, I'll deal with that later, because I may also, like, design some sort of a brace that goes into the hillside rather than just taking the poles all the way down to the ground. I'm not sure how I want to do it based on the waterfall and other stuff here, so we'll just have to see. It's gonna be a while for... Look at how much that looks like water right now. The little flickering from the tree branches and the way the sun hits it right now. The little lake down there. That looks kind of cool. Oh, you want to see the map? This is the Blackmire Forest. We are right below the Blackmire Spire. Forest Village is right here. I have a whole playlist on my channel for building this that goes over the location and kind of the layout and everything, the planning. So feel free to check that out. I'll put these live streams as well in that playlist for people that like the in-between details and everything. Yeah. Yeah, that would be some pretty cool lore for the water, a concept like that. Like there's a magical flame or something crazy that's protecting certain areas. Yep. You know what? I'm just gonna start outlining builds. I feel like we gotta think big picture today. And I gotta know how to get this path up to the tavern, so I may actually start outlining the build for the workshop for the carpenter and the blacksmith. Yeah, I just feel like I need to get them kind of in there. So again, you guys will see here, I'll do the grid system again. So what I'll do is I'll take the rough stone block, and I'll snap it off of a structure so I know that this is snapped kind of, you know, it's perfectly from the center of the tree. So like if I snap these pieces on, basically lines up exactly with this block, which is like the staircase to the tree. So that's how I kind of start the build outlining, and then we're gonna head this way with it. So this is like the grid, and let's see here. So I'll take that one back, and we're gonna go to this piece. And let's see, we want to go there, and then I'll go up again. Well, actually, that'll be, yeah, this will be about the height of what we'll want to do for the pieces there. So let's see here. Go over here, over here. And again, this just makes it easier to kind of connect each of the builds with pathways or other things. So this will be about where I want to outline the workshop for the carpenter. So maybe a 3 by, let's see, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 3 by, I could do it kind of squared. I feel like it has to overhang the cliff just a little bit. Maybe that's where we could get some space. Yes, I did use the foundation trick to hollow out the tree. Exactly. Been loving the update. Glad to see you live. Working on your village. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's so much fun. So much fun. The rotation and everything with the update is amazing. Oh, that's already 5 right there. So that, now I can destroy those. Those could get destroyed. I'm thinking 5 by 3 for the carpenter workshop. Maybe the blacksmith will be a little bit different, but yeah, I think 5 by 3 for this one will be nice. And then we could have a path that goes up there, and the path that also continues over to here. Yeah, this will be good for the carpenter build. And then we continue up the, let's see. Debating if I want this build to also have a little bit of a basement. I think maybe I will. And kind of have the surface of it be right here. And have a little bit of a cellar. I need to figure out how to bring the terrain out on the cliff side here. How would that look to tie the cliff into this build? I think that'll work. I think that'll work well. We kind of have it there. The front of it will be here, and then yeah, backside there, be a little chimney along the back, and yeah, we can totally bring the cliff out to match it there. I think this height is also pretty good for it. Let's see. Actually, maybe for this one I will have it in the ground. Let me do that. I think your first base is going to look kind of like a villa around a courtyard. From there, who knows? Yeah, certainly want to build in the Revelwood. It's beautiful. Yeah, Blackmire is kind of my favorite biome to build in with all these trees. Makes it so much fun. All right, so I want to continue down into the ground. So we want to go down here like this. Okay. Yeah, I just want to outline some of these builds. We just gotta go for it. I'm forever gonna get hung up and get stuck on them if I don't just take the chance here and start outlining some stuff. I don't have a full plan for them yet, but I know about that this is a good spot. I think having the carpentry area here would be nice. I kind of want to do a big tree that ties in right here, but that would work because I still have enough of like a yard here to tie in with a big tree branch that could wind over here. Yeah, this will work. This will work. Now I can destroy these and put in these guys. Yep. That'll work. Okay. I'll just do it out of stone for now. We'll replace it with the other stuff. The other stuff in a bit. Alright. And there we go. There's the outline, which is a... Oops, did we not have it? Oh, right. I wanted to overhang it a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's currently 4 by 3. So I want to go out a little farther on this side. Kind of have it be 5 by 3. I think maybe I will. I was initially saying 5 by 3. I don't really want to overlap it too much more off the hillside, so... Let's see here. That's where the bridge is. I may actually kind of align it with the bridge. To kind of go out this way a little bit more. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Been watching the videos for a while. Never caught you live. Oh, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, the snake statue is pretty cool. Do I have any building for the collector? Yeah, the Halloween build is kind of the most similar, like, thing I've done for that vibe. Yeah, you can check out the Halloween build on my channel. I've gone over there a couple times today, but I've got a tour of it there. I think it's, what is the title of it? I think it's something along the lines of building a spooky build in Enshrouded or something like that. A haunted church and graveyard or something. Yeah. That build, I really like the palette and stuff if I were to do a build for the collector. Yeah, I know, the snake statue, the bronze there. It does look really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, church is perfect for the collector, yeah. That's kind of my favorite one for Alden. Alright, let's see here. I want to do... I almost want to have the workshop with like a little trellis that goes off this way. How could I do that? I think I've got some ideas. I need this tree gone. No, I'll replace them. It's okay. Telling myself that more so. And I want to bring this all over by a half a block. So I want it to be here instead. To kind of line up with the bridge rather than the entrance of the... Well, let's see. Maybe not. Not just yet. Kind of go out this way. Yeah, I will, Where's the line for the tree? That would be kind of centered there. Yeah, I am gonna go halfway. Sorry, this is my planning self. My hard to understand what the heck is Chiselchip doing self. Yeah, a little trellis or something. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm basically what I'm planning, what I'm thinking about right now is that if I have the bridge here, all right, I'm gonna destroy these now so they're not in the way. And kind of the center of the tree is kind of here. You come over here over the bridge, and I want to have like a big trellis walkway that kind of goes under here to where the top level of the carpentry shop overhangs it a bit. So bear with me here. I'm gonna place this here. That'll be my 5. Or wait, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then yeah, 5. 5 will be there. Yep. And then I will bring it back this way. Okay, cool. So this is actually going to be a little bit farther in than I was thinking. This will work though. 5 by 3, so there's my 5 by 3. And let me just build this out. I like that a little better. That's a little farther from the edge of the cliff there, which I think will work. Oh, the Vinebrook Farm. Place looks sweet. Gathering ideas now. Nice. Yeah, that would be a cool spot to rebuild. Definitely. Alright, so if I destroy those, we place this. Oh, this fits perfectly. Okay, so there's my 3x5 layout for a carpenter area. I'm gonna have the front door here, but then these 2 blocks here, I'm going to have like the bridge come up here on a little path that goes through here, actually through the carpentry build, with like a little vine trellis as sort of like an outdoor workshop area, and then have the indoor workshop here. So it's like an indoor-outdoor build, and then you go through here and then continue up the pathway to the blacksmith house, which may be more of like a little L-shaped build or a little round hut or something along those lines. But yeah, I think that's a really good placement for a little carpentry area. And then I could put the little poles on the edges here with the well blocks. I'll remove the statues too at some point, but they can stay for now when I start building. There we go. Alright, something along those lines. And then yeah, having the path go up and through it would just be really cool. It would be a cool effect, kind of ties the build into, ties it into the path and the nature and stuff, which I think will be cool. Yeah, once I've got all the buildings down, it'll be easier to put each of the statues exactly. And I may not use all of them, like maybe this guy goes in a crypt. These statues are kind of cool though, to go somewhere in the forest village. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big build. It's a big build. I mean, think about it. It's like it'll take as long as like building a house in real life with all the planning that's involved with stuff like this. It's just a lot of fun. Kind of something to come back on over and over again versus small builds. When I'm finished, it's like I'm finished. Big projects like this, it's always fun to keep seeing it evolve. Yeah, the nature look. Yeah, we're totally going for that for this style of build. I do need more temple stones. Let's go to the treehouse, see if I have anything more to make some. I think I might. Where do I get them? The workbench. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Super cheap. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's not expensive like real-life building. Exactly, Jerome. That's the reason. That's the reason it's fun. You can keep being creative without spending $1 million to build a house. Maybe not quite that much, depending on the area. Here, it's an average of $500,000 in building costs to build something that's like maybe 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. But that's still a lot. Enshrouded, it's a small price of like, what, $26 or $29. You can build everything you want. It's a good deal, right? Tea kettle's going. If you calculate hours, right. I've got a place to stay in Florida. Just come and help remodel your house. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll have to take you up on that, Felicia. That sounds fun. that would be cool. Flint Fabulous. How's it going? Welcome. Thought I heard a very distinctive phew there. There's yeah. Alright, my mom's out there making some tea. The kettle was gone. In fact, that kind of sounds nice right now, but yep, we got the good old kettle, the whistle one. Never goes wrong. Alright, so this will be cool. I'll kind of, yeah, have the path that winds through here, goes out this side. I really like that. That's perfect. And then I gotta get like the moss and some of the other terrain to build up around that corner there. One of your cats absolutely hated that noise. Yeah, I can imagine. Yep. beach days, fishing days, and more in between projects. Oh, that sounds fun. That does sound fun. So you're in the process of doing a big remodel then. That's nice. Gritchy Monkey, how's it going? Seen a lot of the YouTube first time on stream. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. There's some foliage here. Oh, I have some moss in my inventory. Great. Okay. I think, I didn't think to check in these chests, but I might have a lot of Vuka Temple stones in one of these. But, love the builds. Ronkoy TV. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Yeah, I don't have any more temple stones in these ones. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have Vuka blocks available, Felicia. I know. I can't come out there without Vuka blocks. As long as they're in the chest, man, I'll come and remodel the house. Your dock needs a rebuild. Love some Trex. Yeah, the Trex decking stuff is a no-brainer sometimes. It's expensive, but man, it lasts forever. That stuff's nice. Good way to like recycle plastic and other things too, assuming they do more of that, but yeah. Oh, you built a huge stone palace last night and covered it with the climbing roses. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Trying to line up the roofing. Roofing's way easier now in first person, which is nice. Oh, your house was built in 1905. First in the city to build, including such miraculous things as electricity. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. Yeah, just over a century later, chatting away with people from all over the world, right? Right? Yep. Yeah, the moss harvesting is a little low. I really like a steel pickaxe and steel axe are no-brainers. 55 damage. And they harvest a lot faster. They do nice. But you could also turn up, I don't know if this actually works for mining terrain in the settings. I've never tried it, but I should try, oops. In the difficulty, I wonder if the setting down here for loot amount, maybe? Or resource yield or something, is that somewhere in here too? I wonder if that would make mining faster. I don't know. You're moving tomorrow to a build in 1874. Wow. That sounds charming. Hopefully it's charming. Hopefully not just a bunch of work to try to get it livable, but even so, if that's what you enjoy, man, that would be cool. Some of those old houses, they have such good bones, and could be a fun project. Yeah. I want to build my house someday. Trying to look for like a little half acre or something that I could go build on. So I do so much of the work for my day job, so it'd be nice if I could build it someday to save some money, but never know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know where I'm able to afford or end up. Oh, it used to be an old brewery? Wow, that's awesome. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah, the roofing is a little tough. Yep. Yeah, enshrouded roofing and snapping it and everything, it's a little tough. Alright, so I want to get down to the terrain. The field stones, too. Those are really cool. I'm going to add a little bit of moss kind of in these areas here. A little bit of moss, maybe some foliage. A little something here just to clean up that edge. And we can figure out the cliff edge later. Let me know if the rain is ever too distracting. I can turn it off. It's kind of nice ambience in the forest, but if it ever gets distracting for anyone, just let me know. Love living in an old building. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of charm and stuff like that for those. Pouring where you are so the rain fits right in. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's winter where I am, so sometimes it'll be snowing, but we're not in the rainy season anymore. You've used the server setting but still feels really low? What do you mean by that? The server setting to turn off the rain? Yeah, the rain sound, yeah, it's nice. I could turn up the effects sound, but I don't want it to be too loud over me talking. It's raining where you are as well. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, the moss harvest method. Okay. Yeah, for being able to turn up resources and stuff in the settings. Yeah, maybe it only works for, like, ore or, like, if you're harvesting resources from, like, a garden. I don't know if it works for just mining terrain. Or maybe chopping wood. I don't know. I wonder how that would be. Yeah. Yeah, just settle with good enough when it comes to roofing. Yep. That's what you can do, right? Yeah, I've been loving doing kind of the free-form roofs lately. I'm doing that on my mountain cabin as well with a snowy roof. You know, ooh, look at that. I could tame him. Bring him into the barn. Yeah, I love the free placing just every block and doing different roof slopes and angles. And then the terrain on top of it just smooths it all out and makes it look good again. It's fun. Morwenna now looks amazing. Yeah, Morwenna is awesome. We went there 2 days ago in the live stream. And got some of the, I think that's where we find, what was it, the lantern for the new year? That build prop. That was pretty cool. Snowing where you are? Oh, nice. Nice. I thought one of the goats had managed to get loose. Thankfully, this barn has done an amazing job of keeping them in. The only problems I've ever had, in fact, okay, the only problems I've ever had have been with this Fenrig. Okay, even the quest in the top right of my screen, that's all bugged out. Assign a bed to Fenrig, which I've done a lot of times on today's stream as well. But he, so I first tried to put him in the barn, and he would just go like this. He would just open the door, and he would just leave it open all day long. All the animals would come out, and Fenrig never closed the door. So then Fenrig got a spot down here at the farm, all the way down the cliff, so that he couldn't get up and let the animals out every day. But he doesn't like it down here. He just keeps despawning and not claiming his bed. Fenrig is a troublemaker. But otherwise, if it's just me, the animals don't seem to get out. There's one door that I can open for them, and then they can get out, which is here, and that leads them to their pen, which they don't go in much unless I put food in these little trough areas, but they don't get out here either. I had to be careful to, like, set the straw in. If I put the straw against the fence, they got out. But otherwise, like, the only way they could maybe is, like, there. But their pathing isn't good enough to know to walk up the side of the water trough and then over. But otherwise, they're pretty content in there. Yeah, Fenrig might just want a nice brew at the tavern. Exactly, right? Maybe that's all he wants. Maybe when the tavern's done, I'll give Fenrig a bed in here for a couple nights and see if he improves. See if he improves his mischief a little bit. Yeah, I like being up high in the tavern here. This is cool. This is going to be really cool. I like that spot down there for a little carpenter build. That seems good. I want to spread things out a little bit as well, so I don't want it to feel like, yeah, this will be villager housing, the farm, or the barn, the tavern, carpenter, blacksmith. That seems about right. I just want to feel like the builds are balanced and evenly spaced throughout the village. The farmer area will be down there, yep. And then, yeah, a few floating islands and stuff. I feel like the remaining space that I have is probably, these are probably the best two locations for a carpenter area and a blacksmith hut right up here. I think those are probably where it's at for a good spot. Fenrig will also give the animals beer and get them too drunk to wander. Oh, man, that Fenrig. Learn some manners if he wants to enjoy his beer. Now we can place... Oh, yeah, I'll be giving him... I don't know. I'll give Fenrig like a mana potion or something so he has the strength to close the door behind him. That's what'll be served on his little plate in the tavern. Can I put climbing roses on top of the roofs? That's a good question, and unfortunately, no. And I'm actually kind of disappointed at that. I can't place any vines on roof blocks because I do the fronts of my Hobbit holes with roof blocks as well, and we can't put any vines on them. I have my little vine tool. I do. Yep. So we can only put them on. Like, see, they don't go on these. I can put them on these, which is fine. But yeah, it's a little annoying. But yeah, because of that, we can't place them on angled roof blocks either, or on terrain. Can't put them on furniture or anything either. It's just blocks that are not roof blocks or terrain. So there are some limitations. And you can't put them upside down either. Only on flat surfaces and on walls and stuff. But I love that they added them, don't get me wrong. I'm crazy excited that they had the vines now. It's going to make for some awesome builds. Henrig's a bit of a hooligan. Oh yeah, the statues could be along the path up to the tavern. Totally, that could be awesome. Yeah. What do you guys think about the layout here? Like, do you think this spot right here would be a good spot for the blacksmith? I'm trying to figure out a way to get up to the tavern. And I think I could probably figure out a way to get up here. Maybe I even do a path that comes up here, and then the path that goes under the waterfall along the side of the cliff here. And then gets out to the housing here, and then winds up around this way to get to the tavern, or something along those lines. I'm just trying to plan out, like, how could I put the blacksmith here to also get to the tavern and not block the space or anything crazy like that. But I think this spot is probably a good spot for him. Because down here, what I was thinking of doing with this area is actually building a big tree. Not as big as that one at all, but a big tree with a windy staircase in it that has a branch that will connect the tree to the top of this cliff here. So it's like you could enter the tree, wind up the staircase, and then go out on the branch to get over to the carpenter hut. You can always take the stairs over here as well, but I thought that could be kind of a cool way to get up that cliff. But maybe a little waterfall path or something for the tavern could be a cool way to get up. I'm too creative. You just build a big ugly staircase. Oh, man. You probably get stuff done faster. I feel like I'd do well to, like, have someone who just builds everything, regardless of, like, how creative it is, just, like, gets it all out there, and then I could come back and, like, redesign and, like, because then it's, like, something to work with. I feel like when I plan from scratch, it's always really hard. Like the waterfall idea and the placement of the workshops? Okay, yeah. Different levels of buildings. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. The faster, yes, but yours is way prettier. Yeah, it's the fun of designing a big village. I've learned to not have impatience anymore with the big builds. So just gotta kind of go at it when I feel like it and make it look good. And of course, it's all subjective. It looks good to me, at least. But creating it is, as long as it's fun, whatever you create, that's the important bit. Yeah, the blank page is always the hardest, for sure, for sure. Why not build an entire city on the tree? Exactly, right? Yeah, I want to do more builds on it. I want to make it kind of like, I mean, the Vuka tree did it so well, but the Vuka tree is massive, and I kind of didn't really want to use this build. But this tree right over here was definitely a consideration that I was thinking about. But see how they did it? They've got their little straw huts. It just looks so, oops, why did I eat that? Oopsie. It just looks so natural and cozy. The little mushroom platforms out here that kind of jut out. I can hop up here. We've got a little grapple up here with the little plank, a little staircase, little gazebos and things. So I kind of want to make my tree like this. A little bit, just on a smaller scale. But this is like nothing's snapped in a particular order. They're just randomly placed. And I kind of just want to start practicing that. Once I outline the main buildings of my tree village, I really want to kind of just go all crazy with it and free place everything and just have fun with it to fill out the space. Because yeah, I love how these little areas were done. They're so cozy and really nice. Maybe use the roadblocks path to go behind the waterfall. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, to kind of blend in with the cliff there. Totally. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, a little treehouse pagoda gazebo thing for May. That would be cool, with some hanging lanterns and stuff. Quilla Fox, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, that would be cool. A cool house for May, I think. Do I have a blacksmith? We're working on adding, we're actually planning those builds out today. So we've got like kind of a base for the carpenter workshop here. I think this will be the carpenter anyway, yeah. And then a blacksmith hut could go up here. Gotta figure out a floor plan though, but I think it'll be good. Yeah, random looks so natural, realistic. Love the little tree towns. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think that's like these builds, the main builds. I want to kind of, I'm spending lots of time kind of snapping them in place, the tree house, the hunter's house or whatever. But yeah, I really plan to just deck out the space with like a lot of those little tiny builds, like, and no random placement, just like everywhere, little straw huts and pathways and grapple points to swing between the branches and just make it more fun and lived in. Right now it looks too manicured, but that's okay because these areas are pretty manicured. They're kind of the main areas for the NPCs. But eventually I will kind of go a little more freeform with the rest of the tree and stuff. Deck it out a little more. Yeah. Yep. Cade was working on the statues. Yeah, right. That's why they're there at the moment, for sure. Exactly. All right. Well, let's figure out a little layout for the blacksmith then. If I've got the carpenter here, and then I can put the blacksmith. Let's see. I'm gonna need to kind of snap off of the carpenter area here. Or maybe actually the tavern would be the easier way to snap to get the blacksmith area. Yeah, I'll go up to the tavern. We can snap it off of that. Tech Cricket, how's it going? Love Enshrouded. Village is looking awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how stuff is turning out so far. It feels good to start getting things laid out and mapped out for it. Yeah, maybe a circular building for the blacksmith. That's kind of what I was thinking. Some element of circular for that building. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that could be really cool. and then it kind of mixes up the square building from the carpenter, and then the tavern, which will be kind of squared. I think that would look really neat. A little round hut. Maybe something like Hagrid's hut from Harry Potter, where it's kind of the two circles that are put together. That would be really cool blacksmith hut, actually. I kind of like that. Yeah. Can't wait to get in here and figure out how to use the grapple hook and glider perfectly without falling to your death. It's not that hard. Just press space button again, and as long as you have the glider deployed, you can nosedive into the ground, and you don't take fall damage. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a cool mechanic. I love that they added that for this game for more fast travel capability. Yep. Yeah, I kind of like how this tree is like leaning outward like that. It looks pretty cool. The staircase goes straight up, but I want to put like a big branch off of the side of it and do some more huts and other things for sure. All right, so to get a little plan for the blacksmith hut, let's go off of here. I need my stone again. Okay. I want to snap something. Let's see, maybe there. Looks good. And then continue all the way down. So I'm going to turn snapping off. And let's go ahead and put all of this. Actually, I can go down here. Okay. I can kind of step down to here. There we go. Such a great value game, definitely. Definitely. I know, big studios charging almost 100 a game. Yeah. These devs, it's kind of, yeah. Someone said it in the other stream the other day. It's definitely a diamond in the rough. That is for sure. Alright, so I kind of want the big, let's see. Maybe the big circle to be here, and then, This is about the level I want this at. Okay. So I can, Okay, so that's kind of a snapping point off of the tavern. I'm debating where I want the circles to go. Have you guys, have any of you seen like Hagrid's hut, kind of a top-down picture of it? I could try to look for a picture to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. And I want to just look at images here. Okay, here's a decent one. Let's see if I can pull it up and just make it like a full screen so you guys can see it. Okay. Switch to display. There you go. You guys see this one okay? So it's kind of yeah, it's kind of cool how they do just two rounded buildings, and for me I would just do like really shallow mossy roofs, I think. Rather than like the pointy ones like Hagrid. But yeah, like a couple of circles like that with like a little, this could be like a little hut for the blacksmith, like maybe his wares or something, like some armor stands, and then this could be like the workshop and maybe a little tiny loft for him to sleep or something in there. Something along those lines. That's kind of what I'm thinking for it. So, oops. Now Enshrouded is being all wacko finicky. Gotta wait for it to compile. Yep, Enshrouded crashed. Okay, hang on, guys. The new update, every time I alt-tab out of Enshrouded, it, well, it's actually been doing that for the last 2 updates-ish. It just stops running and crashes. So let me just wait for it to upload. And then I can log back on again. Hopefully the progress was mostly saved. Enshrouded does do a good job of saving progress and stuff. Looking at you, Bethesda. Right, for the games and stuff. Yep. They develop it really fast, don't they? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, let's launch back up again. How's YouTube been working today's stream as well? Any lag or crashing or anything crazy with that? Like the idea for the blacksmith hut? Cool, cool. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have a little rounded hut to kind of break up the theme a little bit. Yeah, it's got to do its compiling shaders thing. Still seems to be working though. All right. YouTube's been perfect so far. Yay! Awesome. I was on support with them for a long time after last stream. I've been having issues for the last, like, 2 years of streaming where it, like, streaming an AV1 encoding, it just starts lagging and glitching and stuff partway through the stream. So I'm really glad it's being smooth today. They're like, you know, oh, we diagnosed some stuff. If it keeps happening, you know, we'll have to join your stream and, like, do more diagnosing. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna change some more settings and do it. So I changed some more settings, and I'm glad it's working today. It looks like it's being good on my end, too. I tried lowering my bitrate even more. JD Rocks, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome. So yeah, between YouTube and Twitch, I'm to stream to both of them at once. I'm only using a combined total of around 14,000 kilobits, which is 14 megabytes upload. So I'm like, my internet's low, but I'm glad the image quality is still working. The fact that I can still multi-stream with 14 megabits is awesome. Did YouTube find something? They didn't. Yeah, you guessed it, Jerome. They just like emailed me back. They're like, hey, we'll escalate it to the support team. I think they did help a little bit and realize, like, I was able to replicate exactly what happened to send them like screen recordings of what happened. So they were able to do some and let me know about some things. But the rest, they're like, oh, it looks like you're sending 2 streams to YouTube. I'm like, no, I'm only streaming on 1 channel. So anyway, they just probably made something up to, like, you know, get me to think about it more. It's okay. I'm watching YouTube for a bit. First time on Twitch. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for the sub. Appreciate it, and thanks for joining. Bunnies, how's it going? Welcome. How many viewers between both platforms right now? I suppose I could check. We're alt-tabbing out of Enshrouded again. It's gonna crash again, isn't it? Looks like we've got about 100 on Twitch and 113 on YouTube right now. We're doing good. You guys are awesome. All right, I do get some of the notifications that YouTube's not receiving the bitrate still, but it looks like the internet's working. So as long as it's smooth and playing okay, then I'm good with that. All right, so if I do, let's see, I'm trying to debate how big I want the circles to be and where I want them for that. Now YouTube's gone. Oh, golly. Of course it is, of course. Because of the bit rate. Is YouTube, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? It still says I'm on. Yeah, YouTube decided to throw an ad and crashed it again. Yep. You guys can still hear me? It'll be buffering for just a little bit, for a second. Okay, okay. Didn't drop for you. Well, I am streaming on Twitch as well, so if anything happens, you can switch between the platforms. YouTube's still working for you. It did give me the notification, though. It's like, YouTube not receiving enough bitrate to maintain streaming. I'm like, it tells me I only need 6,000. as a minimum, and I'm using AV1 with 11,000, and it's still not liking it. Anyway. Hey, Soul. Caleb, how's it going? Welcome, everyone. Not bad for you. That's good. That's good. Because on my end, internet's okay today. So that's why I tried to contact YouTube support the other day. Yeah, we're back at the Forest Village. Yep, that's what we're doing today. Kiko, it's not working for you right now? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. I guess just try to refresh the page or wait a minute. It should come back. Or swap to Twitch temporarily. All right. So I think what we've got here is good. Let me try. I kind of don't want the blacksmith to be directly under the tavern here. I kind of want it to be a little bit off to the side. Oh, we do have some terrain back here to work with. I could bring this terrain up a little bit to support the blacksmith hut. I think that's maybe what I'll try to do there. YouTube's finicky with streaming. Oh, you have a writing channel. They don't do any gaming. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube can be a little bit. I mean, streaming is not that's their secondary, you know. I remember they kind of just became popular with it like only a few years ago. I had just started streaming on YouTube from Twitch actually when I started my channel because yeah, and it was kind of a new thing. It was kind of a new thing. So I'm sure they still work out certain things and whatnot. They have a lot better settings and like they're so much higher quality than Twitch. So I really like where they're going. I think they're just pushing updates out too fast without really making sure they're solid and working. Whereas Twitch has been doing the same thing forever, which is why it just works a lot of the time. But don't get me wrong, I really hope YouTube will keep updating and getting their streams good because I love the platform a lot better in general for that. But a little glitchy, but not bad. Chat froze for a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it might be in and out just a little bit. Well, it's good that it's still playing. So if this is the edge of that. I'm thinking maybe even like 3x3 for the blacksmith hut, or maybe 4x4. Let's see. What would make sense? If the carpenter hut is 3x5, I think a little blacksmith hut could be. I think 3x3 is honestly probably like a general for the circle. I think 3x3 might work. We'll see. Let's just mess around with a few things here. So I want to go maybe put that one there for a bit. YouTube is too busy with fighting ad blocking, right? Yeah. They gotta make their money somehow, right? Although they, like, Twitch does it in a different way, you know? Twitch just plays the ad on the stream, like it's, you know, not something you can block with an ad blocker like YouTube. Which is probably why Twitch just, you know, it works that way. It gets annoying sometimes, but maybe I should try to set up, like, manual ad placement for YouTube. Have it be a little better. All the emotes on Twitch annoy the crap out of you, yeah. Yeah. Oh, do I have a video on how to farm or how to form the cool mushroom meat blocks? Oh, the yeah. Like the mushrooms on the trees, the little platform and stuff. Mushroom flesh. I think it's yeah, that's like the VUCA's platforms and things. You've got YouTube Premium, so no ads for you. Nice. YouTube Premium's a good way to go. Jerome, you like Firefox? I did too. I had to delete it though. You know why? Because it's actually, YouTube's like, well, I can't really say this all on stream, I guess. I think YouTube, like, they need it to be a competitor because there's every other browser, like Safari and Edge and all those guys, they're all Chromium based, whereas Firefox is kind of the only, like, open sourced, one of the only good ones. But because of that, they don't support. Like, YouTube slows them down. Like, when I started watching stuff and streaming using Firefox as my browser, I love the browser so much because you get, like, twice as many plugins. It's just such a great browser. But for streaming, man, it was just laggy, and I found out that that it was because of the fact that like they need it to be a competitor, and it's like slowing down resources like on purpose when it comes to certain things like YouTube or Google related stuff, which I needed to work obviously for streaming. So I'm now using Edge and Chrome combined because I refresh my browser cache on Edge every time I go live, and then Chrome is the browser that I actually stay signed into stuff. It gets kind of complicated, but yeah, I use 2 browsers as a streamer. Is it possible to plant the really big trees? Oh, that give hardwood. You can plant trees that give the hardwood, not the really big ones though, unfortunately. You can plant the littler guys like these though. But yeah, the really big Revelwood trees we don't have a seedling for. Yeah. Yeah, the sound on YouTube with Firefox is better than Chrome. Yeah, yeah. Firefox is a nice browser. I wish I could use it more. So this is a mushroom, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, Felicia. This is the mushroom flesh. Any of the platforms or like beehives or things on the trees, that's, you can mine this stuff and that's what it gives you. Yeah. Can also get the super big trees with Builder's Companion. Yeah, that does allow you to place them. Yep. Yep. Yeah, with Firefox you can watch more ad-free, right. Yeah. It does work. It does work better in some of those regards. Chrome seems to still be working fine for me with a lot of it, so at least that's good. But yeah, I liked Firefox a lot. Yeah, I wish we had the seedlings for the really big Revelwood trees. That would be really nice. I've always wished we could. When I saw them in the Revelwood, I was like, oh, I'm so gonna plant these at my base, only to find out we never had the seeds. And that's been for a long time too, but yeah. Yeah, the Builder's Companion mod does allow you to place them. You can't plant them, but you can just, yeah, you place them like as a prop. So yeah, there are ways of doing it. Which at least works, so that's good. Alright, so either 4x4 or 3x3. That's what we were debating for the blacksmith hut over here. And I kind of wanted it to be like a bit of a... Let's see here. I could kind of do it centered underneath the tavern here. We'll see. Yeah, you can place the shroud roots too. Yeah, definitely. Yep. You can place pretty much anything that's in the game is what that mod allows you to do, which is nice. Oh, and by the way, it looks like YouTube's back without the bitrate issue anymore, so that's good. Hopefully it's not buffering for any of you anymore. It's being quicker. They're catching on. They're being a little quicker about it. Maybe they will give us seedlings in the future. Yeah, these really big ones. I would love to be able to plant these guys, especially with the new texture for them, because they look so cool. They really do. All right, so if I get this out here, that would be like a 3x3, kind of off to the edge of the tavern, where the tavern is anyway. Honestly, that's kind of a good size. I could do, let's see, 4.5 or 3.5 by 3.5 maybe for it. If I come out here, here, and here. All right, I can get rid of those now a little bit. The Mickey, thanks for the sub, welcome. YouTube's in fine, only had a little hiccup when you first joined. That's good, that's good. Yay, Acid Rain, how's it going? Big Kindle waste trees, yeah, yeah. Those are nice. You can at least plant those, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, at least now it looks like my connection on YouTube's fine. So at least it's picking back up again. What used to be happening is that YouTube would just permanently crash the stream and would just buffer for the whole rest of the time. and it stopped trying to pick the stream back up again. And I was like, am I gonna have to start switching to streaming in HLS format or something else? But I'm glad it's at least picking it back up again now. Yeah, they look like African trees. Yeah, they're really nice though. I do like those ones. Yeah. You can put soil on top of a tree and plant another one on top of it. Yep. That trick is awesome. You definitely can do that. Okay, yeah, I think this is a cool, really cool spot for the blacksmith area. It's kind of just barely off to the side of the tavern. And then the little circle for it could be right over here. Maybe even if it's like... Maybe this ends up being the size of the little circle. Just a little tiny thing at the edge of it. I kind of like that. This is just a very rough, blocky outline, of course. We'll round it out a little bit later. You like Brave for the browser? Yeah. I haven't tried that. I gotta try it. Maybe I should try a few other things. So far, Chrome, it does what I need. You know, maybe as things update or whatever, I'll end up switching, but... And then I just use Microsoft Edge for the streaming, because it's by default the fastest browser on Windows. Which just works well for streaming, but... Gotta try Brave? Okay, maybe I'll give it a try then. Yeah, this is a beautiful spot for the little blacksmith hut. I like that a lot. Yep, and then the carpenter one, and then I'll have a little path kind of coming up here. Go off to the blacksmith. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So that, I'm going to start doing this with the Vuka Temple Stones. We're going to snap them underneath. Let's see here. I think right there. Yeah, right here. Okay. Right there, and... Oh, these are the big platforms. I didn't want the really big ones. Alright. That's okay. I'll go with those ones. So we want this one here. Oops. Be kind of halfway into that one. Perfect. You don't know if it's good for streaming on Brave. Okay, okay. Well, maybe I'll try it someday. See how it does. Always open to trying the new options and stuff. Watch on YouTube on your TV and chatting on Twitch on your tablet. Nice, nice. Too bad. Oh, you're not feeling good. In bed with the sniffles. Well, I suppose a stream is the perfect thing to do when you're feeling like that, aside from resting. So, I appreciate you joining, and I do hope you get better. That's too bad. Alright, so there's kind of the base there. Let's see. Let's do one here. There, there, and here. And there. Okay. So there's kind of our rounded platform, I guess, a bit. And let's see, I gotta like fully round it out now. Nice and relaxing. Good, good. Australius, you've come to watch while you cook. Nice, nice. What's cooking? If it's new, you have to try it. The official family rule here, right? Watch on TV and chat on the phone. Nice. Oh, that's cool. That's working well. I suppose it's a good thing that I'm trying to stream in 1440 on YouTube then. If you watch on TV, so that the resolution is hopefully nice. How do I? Okay, right. That's one block out, so I want it to be here for a little circle. Let's see. There. Yep, that works. Okay. You've been considering almost close as possible you can get to Hagrid Hut. Have you been trying to build it in Enshrouded? Oh, Google TV is awesome for this. Oh, cool. Yeah. Usually where behind is where you parked at your deck. Nice, nice. The desk. Yeah, my brother and I had done sort of a Hagrid's Hut in Enshrouded. Actually, I think I want this to be out by 2 and here, yeah. And there. I'm going to first person for this, actually. Everything looks and sounds good, but you have an old TV? Okay. Yeah, I stream at 936p on Twitch, so it's a little bit lower. About half the resolution of YouTube. A little less than half. But I hope that it still, yeah, it still looks okay at least. Alright, so like that. Thanks for the sub. Right there, and on this side as well, so let's see. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. So there's kind of our little mini outline for the rounded blacksmith area. This little tree, honestly, I'm leaving it for now. These little shrubby things gotta go, though. Yep. I'm on 720p on Twitch for you. You can go into settings on Twitch, and then for quality, instead of selecting it at automatic, you can select the source quality, which should be 936p, which should be quite a bit better than 720. Although if you're watching on a small device, 720 should still look okay, but yeah, you can set it to be manually a little bit higher on Twitch. At least I think you can. I'm streaming in that quality, so I hope you can. Where do you find the temple blocks? You finished the quest but haven't seen them. These are, I believe, at the really big Vuka tree, the really big one off in the distance. There's a kind of a little spot as you go up that tree that has the blocks in it. There's other good videos on YouTube, though, for finding them. Maybe I found them in one of my playthroughs. I think I probably did. I don't know which episode that was, though. But yeah, I think I found them up there at the big tree. Yeah, this looks good for a little blacksmith hut here. This will work for what I want. That'll kind of overhang, which is fine because I can fill this whole area in with a bit of moss and things. So let's maybe do that now. Let's do the dirt first. Okay. Take a look there. Yeah. I think that's where I found them, so. Bit of foliage, maybe. Some moss on the rocks there. This will look good. Yeah, the Vuka blocks, they really do look kind of nice, don't they? Yeah. They really do. I like the way they fit with the forest. See the little mossy cracks and things with them? This outer rim can be a little bit distracting, but it's pretty easily hideable by just using like the foliage and stuff, which is so nice that they have that again, because I could just take some ivy and go like boop, boop, boop all the way around the outside and kind of like blend it a little more into the ground, which I like. Yeah, watching in 1440p on YouTube. Yep, that's what I stream at on YouTube. Twitch does not allow me to stream that high. Maximum for Twitch is 1080, even if you're a affiliate or stuff like that. But YouTube allows up to 4K for their streams, and you can stream that. I mean, I'd have to have way better internet to stream 4K. I've tried in the past, but I certainly wouldn't be able to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at 4K. Yeah. YouTube is trying to sell me 1080 while it was available 1440. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Maybe your internet or other things, it can do that. It'll just kind of automatically pick. You can set it manually though. The ivy? Were you maybe you weren't on for the stream a couple days ago. That's a new thing. Very new thing with the update that came out 2 days ago. We can now use this little overgrowth tool, which you can craft at the farmer, I think. And then you go tab, and you can pick between these blueprints. Well, first of all, you can pick between ivy and climbing roses and mycelium and other things. And then you can pick between the size. So like if I wanted to cover a huge wall, I could do that, or just little patches. And then you can place it on any block except for the roof block or terrain. So like I can't place it on the ground, but I could place it all over here. Like that's pretty cool that they have that that new effect. I love that. And then you can even just hit like the undo button. It's just like the hammer. You can right click to place and left click to remove it, or sorry, other way around. But yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah. They have a habit to save on data, it seems. Yeah, sometimes they'll do that. Oh, you couldn't find the brush. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Did my sky tree get ruined by the update, or the treehouse? No. It's still completely fine here. Yeah. Nothing that I had... Oops. Alright. Now I'm stuck. There we go. Nothing that I had up there is ruined from the update, yeah. In fact, this whole area has pretty much stayed the same. I don't even think it's changed through the updates, this area of Blackmire, which is nice. See, like, I don't have any weird things happening outside my level 4 flame altar here. It's the same as it has been for a while, which is nice. Luckily, your eyes don't see the difference between 1440 and 1080. Your eyes just don't care. Yeah, if you're watching on like a laptop or something else, but yeah, if it's on a TV, or I mean, most, you know, a lot of TVs are still just 1080, so you won't notice a difference. But if the TV or if a screen, so like I do on a monitor and stuff, if I'm in full screen on a YouTube video, I notice the difference. If I'm just in a windowed mode, like a 13-inch or 15-inch laptop, you're really not going to notice the difference between 1080 and 1440, unless you're like way looking in there and pixel peeping. But yeah, it's going to be pretty hard. 1080 is pretty good standard for quality. Yeah, areas inside the flame altars don't get touched. Your base has some weird stuff going on the border. Yeah, that can happen. As they change areas throughout updates, anything outside the flame altar can definitely change. And you can have like weird little cliffy edges or other things happening on the border of the flame altar, but yeah, you can definitely see the difference in a large screen for a 4K TV. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Or at least some people can. I guess, yeah, if your eyesight is not the best, then it'll be harder to see the difference, but yeah, 4K is nice. Oh yeah, some of the base is now in the shroud, definitely. Yeah, that's the big bummer. I'm glad that's not happened to me yet. But yeah, that would definitely not be good. What do I think about the water biome that was mentioned on the roadmap? I am super excited for that. Yeah, we're pretty much thinking it's going to be in the area between Albany Summits and Blackmire, kind of in this red shroud area. That would be my guess for like a big water biome. But we'll see. I'm really excited about it, though. Yeah. Alright, so I'll kind of just leave this little blacksmith area a bit blocky for the time being. I may put a couple of little pillars here or something. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll do some of the well blocks. Oops. Wanted to turn on snapping. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of place them in the far corners or something like that. Yeah. I think I'll actually have flowing water. think the solid water we've seen. I think so. I think they will. I hope so anyway, because with a voxel game like this, it would be epic if we could have like flowing water, rivers, waterfalls. We don't get that in Valheim. It's just like an ocean at water level. I would love to have lakes and rivers and actually be able to do stuff like that. I hope they add that. Yep, water and Enshrouded. It's on their roadmap. It's now they have it on their roadmap as a whole water biome, so I'm really excited for that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You really just want to make a pond or a stream? Yeah, that would be cool. Jerome whispers as you have 4K OLED. Definitely a waste of money. Yeah, I'm sure it looks great. I'm sure it looks great. I may just leave. We'll see. Might not be able to leave this big tree here. I love it there, though. I kind of want to leave them when I can, so we'll see. A Rivendell build in Enshrouded would be sweet. In the forest. Yeah, doing some sort of Lord of the Rings server could be pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, and lava, if they could make that flowable and stuff, that would be cool. Being able to sail in boats, that would be awesome. Because they have, oh, don't know if I played Manor Lords. Cool flowing water streams in that game. Look great in Enshrouded. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't played it, though. Nice. Yeah, if they have on their roadmap too, like raidable or base raid islands or something like that is how they explained it. So like I think maybe they like maybe that's gonna be a thing to do with the water biome. I'm not sure, but it's possible that that's kind of what they're thinking. Let's see here, something there, and. Let's go there and there. So like this could be the little doorway into the... Actually, how wide is that? I'll have to double check how wide that is for an actual door. I think it needs to be a little wider, but that should work. So I could have a little opening into this little area here, which could just kind of be a little gazebo off of the blacksmith hut. Something fun, I suppose. Oh yeah, it'd be cool to be able to do it with the swamp mud and stuff too. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe they'll just make it all like flowing liquid. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think base raids, when they talk about base raid islands, I think that's what they're talking about, is that it will just be in a designated location. Because I don't think, yeah, some people want it, and I think it'd be a really cool thing to add. But we don't want it to, like, completely destroy everything. Like, imagine if a big raid came through this forest village, how much work I would have to do to try to rebuild. But do I want raids in Enshrouded? Yes. Do I want them everywhere? No. I would love it if they were either toggleable, or if I could have, like, specific locations where, like, hey, if I want to do a build challenge or something, like, I could do some really fun fortress on an island and have ways of defending it and adding some fun to the gameplay. But on my existing builds, I have not really built them with raids in mind, so I don't think they would do very well. And if they broke every single block, that would kind of suck. Unless there's like, maybe there could be like a multi-repair option to where it saves the blueprint of your build, so you don't have to do all the work to build it again. You could just like hit repair and then it would like repair your structures back to normal every single block at a time or something. I wonder if that would work. Yeah, no console until 2026. Yep, they were mentioning that. Yeah. Well, cool. And then, yeah, I think a nice spot for the door for the blacksmith hut could be here. That's a nice, nice little area there. And then I think that's about the size I would probably expect for that. We'd have a path that comes up here, and then yeah, I think the idea of winding it around in the waterfall is a perfect idea for that. Yeah, it would suck if they destroyed the village, I know, right? Or if they do it, I kind of hope they do it like Valheim, to where they can only destroy structural stuff, but they can't destroy terrain. That would be a mess if they were able to destroy terrain. It would be pretty cool though too, but it would be a mess. Yeah. And if they could just destroy structural stuff, that means like my treehouse would be pretty safe unless there were like flying raids or something. But I don't know. I wonder how they'll do that. Yeah, with console they have to do a whole review process. I didn't know all about that, drone, because I've never done on console and stuff. So that's cool to know. Like that's probably why a lot of game companies release to PC when they're in the early access stages before going to console. I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, that they have to go through a bigger review process to get it updated and stuff on console. And they can't be on the same version. Right, right. Okay. That makes sense. That's probably why Valheim released a console and stuff, because they're so slow with their updates. They were like, all right, screw it. We're just going to put it on console since it'll be another year and a half until our next update. Yeah, enemies destroying terrain would be truly messy. Definitely. That would be crazy. Do I think Enshrouded has potential to be as popular as Minecraft? The devs mentioned at one point, they're like, we want to rival Minecraft. I think with the game itself, I like it more than Minecraft. Do I think it will have the mass market that Minecraft has? No. It's too complicated for a little, like, 6-year-old kid to go on an iPad and play Enshrouded. It's too complicated. So, do I think it's going to become as popular as Minecraft? No. But yes, I do think, like, if they get water going and everything else, the system itself and the game as, like, a block-based voxel game is definitely, like, I would play it more than Minecraft. I started with Minecraft before Valheim. I like Minecraft. It's fun. But Minecraft just appeals to the masses, you know? Like, even if you watch most Minecraft YouTube channels and stuff, it's like, the audience is just everybody, and, yeah, it's just kind of all over the place, which is cool, you know, it's one of the most popular games, but... Valheim has the same publisher as Satisfactory, yep. Hey Trebit, how's it going? Just got here, don't understand islands part of the base raid islands. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know exactly, like, that's just what was on their roadmap, but yeah. Oh yeah, if being able to do damage to terrain and structures was toggleable in the settings, that would be awesome, Osralius. Yeah, if we were able to say like, hey, allow destruction of terrain, allow destruction of this type of block, or you know, allow only destruction of placeable items, you know, rather than blocks or something along those lines. That could be kind of interesting, actually. Could be cool. Yeah, this is the grown-up version of Minecraft. There you go. Better way of describing it. So I do think it's going to be popular and be better, so to speak, in many ways than Minecraft. But I don't think it's gonna, you know, it's not going to sell the, I don't even know how many copies Minecraft has sold. A lot. Yeah, it's not going to be that. If they would have gone procedurally generated, I think they would have complete a lot more. Oh, compete a lot more, yeah. The pre-built world is awesome, limiting in the long run. Right, because Minecraft is procedural to where there's all of that for sure. I didn't know how I would like that initially with Enshrouded, but after playing it now, I'm so happy they didn't go procedural with this game. Because with procedural, we would never get things like these big VUCA trees. And like they're able to handcraft every location, which is just so essential in a game like this. It makes the game what it is. And it's kind of fun to be able to be like, hey guys, I'm building on the map over here. If you want to copy my build, it's right over here on the map. It'll be the same in your world. And you don't have to input like a seed, or like seeds change over time, you know, even with Valheim and stuff. Like the seed is just different. And yeah, it's interesting. I think for Enshrouded, I really like it as the hand-built map. And it's plenty big. There's a lot of exploration and stuff. Yep. This is the adult version of Minecraft. You say as you move the elf figure across the dungeon play map. It's all good. It's all good, man. I play Minecraft too. I go through my 2-week phases and I started this channel. Very first videos I post on this channel were Minecraft related. I have some of them up. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom of my videos. And yeah, I did like Bed Wars and some of that. Man, I just didn't like the little kid audience that it was growing, and I just wanted to grow out of it to develop like a community for these types of games now. When Crimson and I, when we tried Valheim for the first time, oh man, it was like, oh, to have this not blocky and look as good as it does, I was kind of hooked on these games and decided to take the channel in that direction. Hey Eddie, how's it going? So good to see you. It's been a while. 100 viewers, good for you, man. See how well your channel's doing. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've grown a bit. Yeah, Eddie and I were friends a while ago, and yeah, Enshrouded's been taking off for this channel. It's been awesome. We've got a great community here. Yeah, it'll be fun to continue updating the map. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you wonder why props and things need plates? Oh, because of the... Yeah, rather than just being able to free place them without item stands concept. I don't know, honestly, but maybe because... Yeah, because they could have like a special function button that allows you to place props on tables and things without actually eating or drinking them. Or like foods and stuff. I don't know exactly. But you're doing good, Eddie. That's awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah, Valheim's a gateway drug for a lot of these types of games. Definitely. Definitely. Over 300-minute Minecraft. Saw some of your Enshrouded tutorials. The houses look sweet. Yeah, Eddie, it's a lot of fun. I think, do you have Enshrouded? I know you done some Valheim. Yeah, it's such a cool game. It's like Enshrouded is the game for doing stuff like this. I can't do like little Hobbit builds and stuff in Valheim. Enshrouded is the game for doing that, and then Valheim's the game for just creating like fun Viking fishing villages and other things like that. But hey, they're planning on adding water to Enshrouded. Enshrouded might really take the cake over Valheim soon. Kind of already has a little bit, but Valheim, like you all say, it's kind of the gateway drug. It's simpler, easy to kind of get the concept of Valheim, and then switching to Enshrouded's a lot of fun. It's coding for eating versus placing. Yeah, right. Exactly. If I could only play Valheim or Enshrouded, what would it be? Right now, at this time, probably Enshrouded. I've been sinking more hours into this than the Valheim stuff recently. Just, there's so much to do. I mean, I can't spend this much time on builds in Valheim as much. A build like this in Valheim would be so laggy, it would be crazy, because it's so many things that are placed. And it's all instant space. Re-downloaded Twitch solely to watch my builds. Well, I appreciate you tuning in. I'm not addicted. We're addicted. Right. You've got it. Haven't played yet though. Oh yeah. It's worth a try, Eddie, if you like building stuff and roleplay adventure. It's a really crazy game. Really crazy game. Oh, you think you're saying 300 million sales for Minecraft? Yeah, that sounds about right. Something in that ballpark. If I ever do a multiplayer server or something, you would definitely join for Enshrouded. I've got a few people interested, mate. I'll let you know. Yeah. If I get a group of like 16 people together or something, I've got some people interested in the Enshrouded server. With all the updates and stuff, it could be doable now. I've got the Community Valheim server, but this is, it's a consideration. So, yeah, just know that anyone watching or whatever wants to join an Enshrouded server. Yeah. Sorry, we're not doing a lot of building right now. We're kind of just chatting, but that's okay. We've got some of the outlines done. We did a Tavern outline, the Carpenter outline, Blacksmith build outline here. So I feel like I at least did something on today's stream. But it's always fun to just take it as it comes, right? Just chat. You'd like to join a Enshrouded server, Asserine? Okay, okay. Yeah. It could be fun. With how good the Enshrouded content's doing on my channel, that would be huge. I know. It's limited, right? Like, it's not like Valheim where I could have 100 people on a server. On their roadmap, though, they do mention the concept of teleporting between worlds. So I wonder if I could set up multiple worlds on a server when that update comes out. And we could get like hundreds of people, and it's basically a matter of like clicking your map and just fast traveling to another server to like have essentially that would be kind of cool actually. I would definitely consider setting one up if and when that update kind of works itself out. Because there's so much cool potential here. Yeah. Get back to work. I will. At some point. We'll see. Gotta get your coffee. No worries, no worries. I don't know when the next update's coming. Yeah. Coffee Sand's one of your favorite studio publishers? Yeah. They're pretty good. Got some good stuff. Yeah, if each server had a different kingdom or something, totally. That'd be awesome. I gathered 100 Enshrouded players to simulate civilization. Right. Make fun of those old Minecraft videos, the adult versions. That would be great. Servers so you don't drop your pack when you die. I could probably change settings like that, yeah. Some stuff like that, that'd be fun. Yeah, they would need boats if water is coming. I bet they'll probably add them. Your favorite, Lord Zizzo. I'm glad. Well, I hope you like other people too, but always appreciate you joining, and all of you. You are awesome. This community has definitely been amazing. The community around games like this is so much fun. Enshrouded MMO, right? Right? Yeah. What have I done so far in this village build? Should I do like kind of a tour of an overall plan before we wrap up today's stream? That's kind of a good idea. Anyone who's new to the channel or just tuning in, watching and stuff, we could kind of do a little overview of the Forest Village, because I know a lot of you really like coming on for the building streams, so yeah. Love the new building with the update. It's amazing. Yep. Gotta recruit folks to help kill the big guy in the mountains, right? That's the fun stuff that happens with the servers. Yeah. Yeah. Got your coffee. Nice. Yep. I don't think the end boss is overpowered. Crimson and I got it pretty easy once we figured out how it worked. It was tough to figure out, but not too bad. And you can always go into difficulty and turn down the boss damage or boss health and all of that stuff if it's like a little too hard for you. But yeah, we'll do a mini tour so far of like what we've done in the Forest Village. If I were to, yeah, so like if you're kind of wandering through the forest, you come across it, here's kind of the edge of the flame altar. You'd probably, this is the lowest point of the Forest Village, is this little farmer area down here. Where we've got the gardens and little pumpkin house, which is just going to be like a storage shed for seeds and stuff. And then down here, we still have the flame altar area down here, so I will do something over here at some point, probably more like floating islands and scenery and stuff. And then, yeah, we come up here, we've got some planting beds and everything for the farmer. Got a little bridge here. And then this is the house for the farmer, the main area for her. So, bigger kitchen, we've got the fireplace and cauldron for the farmer. And then we've got some seed beds, lots of seed beds, just for getting those going. Plantings, little dining area and stuff. Sort of like a mini version of a tavern. But it's, yeah, the tavern's going to be way bigger than this, obviously. It's kind of more like a private hut to the farmer, where anyone could come in and enjoy like a farm-to-table dinner, I guess. Sort of. Yep. And then, oh, hey, look at Fenrig. The troublemaker. So then we head into here, and to the left is a little bedroom. We've got a little closet in there, little double bed there. we can head all the way out back. This is unfinished. This will probably become the storage area at some point, or kind of lead into an underground bunker. And then this area, this other hallway, is sort of the bigger bedroom off the kitchen for the farmer. So you come into here, we've got another bed, closet, kind of a mirror of the other bedroom. And then we also have a little bathroom in here. Sorry, my dog's barking. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. She's so loud. She's like a little chihuahua. So yeah, little bathroom in here. Kind of cozy. And then, again, just heads back out to this back section, which is unfinished right now. But this is how this build connects to the treehouse build. So we head back into here, and this is all just roughed in. It's not, none of this is like decorated or whatever. It's just kind of blocky and roughed in. We head up this. Hey, there's Fenrig again. So this is his little house, which is the upstairs of the Hobbit house. A pupper is going nuts, right? Yep. Always goes nuts. So yeah, his little bed, again, it's kind of unfinished on this back section. And then some more seed beds, maybe a little planting table, some storage. Just kind of the farmhand here. And again, that's where this Hobbit hole comes out. So it's directly stacked on top of the bottom Hobbit hole. And how long did this build take? It's been taking a while so far. We're just slowly chipping away at it. Yep. This was the original staircase in the tree. This is the very first thing I did for this build, was kind of planned out the staircase on the tree. Yep. And then with that, we head up here, and this is the entrance to the tree. So now we're up here where we were just planning out the carpenter build. Got this big bridge that kind of has the waterfall. We're now on top of the Hobbit holes, which you can also take this little pathway up. And then you head all the way up the staircase, or fast travel. That's also why I put the flame altar up in the tree. So if you're dizzy, just look away for a second. I could also try to like keep my character straight, or actually go into first person mode for this. Could be easier. We'll see. But you head up a long staircase, and or again, fast travel, and I'll have other ways to like grapple up to get into the tree. Many other ways to get into the tree house. For now, these are just temporarily placed. These are my production stations that will eventually go into the huts. So like Blacksmith hut will have all of this stuff in it. Carpenter hut will have all of the workbench stuff and so on. But this is where I had room for them so far. And then we come all the way up here, and we go out. These are just extra beds for NPCs. Nothing final location. So we head into here, and this is the tree house. So the entrance to the tree, where we've got this deck, got the lower level of the tree house, which is kind of like my personal house of the village so far. And then, yeah, we've got that. We've got the front deck, which kind of looks out over the village. You can see the little farmer house down there and everything. If I kind of back away, there's a better view of some of the tree house. It's fairly large when we're actually up here. It looks kind of tiny from the ground, but that's the tree house. We've got a back deck over here, which will be cool for, again, temporarily until these villagers can live in the tavern and their houses. That'll be the tavern down there. The barn is right down over there. And we've got upstairs to the tree house with the cats that always get glitched on the steps. There we go. Got kind of a little study and a little bathroom into here. Kind of a little shower tub combo and everything. And then the first bedroom of the treehouse, just two little beds, a little study nook, kind of some higher ceilings. Feels kind of cozy, little reading areas and stuff. And then we go up to the loft, which is right above sort of this other bedroom. We look down into there. And this is sort of the bigger library area and study, a little spinning wheel and crafting area. And then sort of the master bedroom here with its own little closet. And spooky guy in the closet. The little armor stand in there. So that's the treehouse. It's bigger on the inside than it looks from all the way down at the bottom of the tree. And then, let's see, we head off in this direction. This is the barn that I have for the animals. And I'll figure out better ways of kind of connecting these builds, but that's that one. And if you've watched the video, you've known there. We've got all the animal stalls and stuff on the inside. There's the first level of the barn. There's lots of beds and stuff for the animals. Pretty simple and very cozy for a barn. And then a little back room storage area, I guess, in here that's kind of maybe off limits to the animals. Little barn kitchen with the sink and stuff. And then going upstairs, we've got the barn loft with a little bedroom, some crafting stations temporarily, and some hay storage, and other little places for some animals and stuff. So that's kind of what I've got so far. And then we've got the outlines. We'll have like villager housing over here. We just did the outline for the tavern today. Outline for the blacksmith hut and the carpenter down there. We built this this little ice pond here. Because I kind of liked the area for that. Might even put a little island in here with a little tree on it or something fun like that. So yeah, a lot of these streams have been mainly all the landscaping and everything for this. And then each of the individual builds I have videos for. So that's kind of how everything connects from a big picture at the moment. That's what we have so far. Which I suppose, yeah, it's a bit. It looks small because we have such a massive area to fill with builds, but it's fun. Okay, you guys all like it? Cool, cool. Yeah, for any of you who are new, I'm glad you can see the whole thing and a little tour. I'll be sure, like, as the Forest Village gets more decked out and stuff, I will do, like, big tours and stuff on as videos. Maybe if we get a build camera, do, like, some fun cinematic tours of it. But I know, crazy amount, still so much to do, right? That's why I like what we were doing today. We kind of thought big picture and started outlining some of these build locations, regardless of if I'm building them yet or not. That way I just get a sense of how things are going to look, where they're going to be. And, hey, I'm Nobody, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's beautiful close-up, right? Copy to farm on the server you play on. If you're too far away, the mossy roof disappears. The rendering in Enshrouded is the only complaint, the only big complaint I have about Enshrouded. It does that for me too, it's not just a server. See, it's gone. The mossy roof is just like glitchy. You can see if I move closer to it, it'll suddenly all come in. There it goes. So you can see I step back, the mossy roof goes bloop, and I come closer, it all just like... The way Enshrouded has it, it's a bunch of two-dimensional textures. It like flips textures because it doesn't have nanite like Unreal Engine 5 does. So the engine that Enshrouded was made in is not optimized for rendering. And that does make it... That's one of my big complaints about Enshrouded. I would love if they could implement something like that, or even just give us a slider to increase a little bit of render distance, because I would love to be able to see my treehouse from the ground. Like I can, but it's all like, it's kind of glitched out. It's not really, it'd be really nice to take like a far back picture of what I've done, and I can't do that right now because of the rendering. So Enshrouded, I would say, is super optimized for small, cozy builds. Bigger villages like this, it is harder to sort of do big picture planning because of the rendering like that. So I'm kind of like, the vibe for this forest village is to just make it so that as you explore it, it's a lot of fun. But you might not necessarily be able to see the entire village from one spot. You'll kind of have to just explore through it to get a sense of all the builds. Yeah. So that's kind of the complaint. Yeah, hope their engine allows it. Hopefully someday. I hope they'll do something like that. And they've made it so performance friendly now that it would be nice, you know, even until they can do it, I would love in the settings if they just added a render distance slider, similar to Minecraft. Yeah, I would really like that because I'm playing on a fancier computer, but I do like it's performing buttery. I have no issues. I could even play Enshrouded in 4K and my graphics card doesn't care. So I have a little bit of energy to spare on the computer, and I would love to have a little render distance slider if I could. Allison Felipe, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, the rendering limitations are a little constraining right now. Yeah. Hopefully they'll work it out eventually. Yeah. There is a render distance. Did they add that with the newest update? So I usually just do it on 1440 because that's all I stream at, but Is there? There's only a field of view, which that's not what we want, but Enshrouded remake coming in 2036. Right, right. I'll be finished streaming soon, probably. Yeah, you can ask anything. Any questions you want in chat, just keep it appropriate. Or YouTube will flag it, and you won't get seen, and I won't see your chat, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, they don't have a render distance. Everything I have here is set to max quality. Unfortunately, they don't have a slider for that. Just a field of view. That's it, though. Yeah. Want to see me build the tavern? Yeah, we will. We will. This will be like a video. We outlined it today in today's stream. Oh, yeah, it'll be a big one. It'll be a big tavern. The next build that will go on the channel will be the mountain cabin. I've got a mountain cabin build coming, so stay tuned for that one. I'm excited to get a little build in the new mountain biome. Hey, Rob Cabre, how's it going? Love the builds. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. You want to know how to make the sofa? That is... where am I in the world? Like IRL. Gonna dox me right now on stream. I'll say I'm in Colorado in the US. That's all I'll give at the moment. It's nice over here. Expensive though. So the sofas I think are at the carpenter. You can make with the newest update. I think that's what you're asking. They have, let's see. Where are his little furniture pieces? I passed by them, didn't I? Somewhere in here? There they are. Elegant armchair, another one here, and then the sofas. Elegant sofa. Those are cool. I should do them. Yeah, I do like Colorado. It is beautiful. It is. 4 digits of social security number. I get a lot of people thinking I'm from Canada, actually. It's funny you say that, Acid Rain. Yeah, because of my slight accent or whatever. I don't know how... Like, I've never really listened to, like, what makes a Canadian accent, I guess. So I don't really know, but maybe. Yeah, I don't even have... Yeah, I never lived in Canada at all. So I guess it's just the way it is. Nighthawk Striker, you're from Canada. Nice, nice. Yeah, the leather chest that the hunter has. Yeah, some nice armor. That's for sure. I sound like an American. Yeah, I probably do for the most part. Maybe sometimes I have a little bit of a twist in accent or other things, but yeah, I'm like, you know, my family is kind of, you know, I'm part Italian, part Irish, and a little bit of German. Yeah. So I've got, you know, some of my family has like a really classic Southern accent. Some of my other family just has kind of more American. It's kind of all over the place. From Canada too. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, the leather chest, the storage chest, you're saying. Oh, from the Huntress. Does she have one? Hang on, I didn't think she had a storage one. Oh, these ones, yeah, yeah. Oh, these are awesome. I don't think you can put stuff in them, though. They're just decorative, I think. But yeah, they have that. Colorado, you remember the last time there, 1997? It was really hot. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, it's not. We haven't had super hot weather in a while. We also haven't really had super cold weather. We get some snow, but it's nowhere like it was 20 years ago. Climate change has made things a lot different. Off the stream. Oh, glad to hear. Glad to hear. Yeah. Yep, 5 big updates to Enshrouded so far. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They just look very Harry Potter. Yeah, the chest from the hunter, yeah. Right. Hey, Kirita, how's it going? Welcome. At the end of the stream, yeah. We'll wrap it up. I just want to answer some questions and things. I love it when you guys ask things and stuff and chat about stuff. So feel free to always chat and ask things. And you know, sometimes as I get lots of viewers, my chat goes by fast, and I just gotta build. And sometimes I won't get to all of you, but I do always appreciate you chatting and comments on videos and everything, even if I can't always see them. Because it definitely helps support the channel, and you guys are awesome. I love the feedback and insight and conversation and everything. It's always a lot of fun on these streams. But yeah, I will go ahead and wrap it up for today. A few announcements, though, before I completely end, assuming the power doesn't go out again, right? Valcon, I put a little announcement in my community tab. Valcon is happening this weekend, February 1st through the 2nd, and I will be one of the hosts as well as participating with a little build that I did for Valheim in that. It's going to be the first global fan-led convention for Valcon, or for Valheim. Over 100 creators participating, all the mod developers. It's going to be awesome. So it'll be a 24-hour live stream with all sorts of craziness, as well as Valcon, like Valheim servers that you can log into with the booths for creators and everything. So I hope to see some of you there. And in the meantime, I will get another announcement there with the exact details of where to watch the stream. It'll be on the Valcon YouTube and Twitch. And yeah, it should be fun. And I will put the build out that I did for that event on my channel after the event's over in a bit. So another Valheim build will be in a while. I also have the studio that I was working on for my summer project. Some of you who are older to the channel, I guess, know that I kind of was working on a lot of stuff during the summer, and I was redoing my entire studio setup, and I'm finally getting around to editing those videos. So those will be posted on my other channel. I actually have the first video in the series of redoing my entire studio, building one of the tools that I'm going to use to build a giant desk in the next video for my, like, from a live edge slab for my new desk. So if you want to see some of what I do outside of gaming, be sure to subscribe to that channel. It's also in the description, along with a Discord server. We just passed 500 members in there as well. So any of you who want to join the community or share pictures of your builds or chat or everything outside of stream, feel free to join over there. And of course, subscribe here if you haven't already. And thank you all so much for the support and everything. Be checking out Valcon soon. Yeah, I'll get some announcements out. Yeah, it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. Can anybody join Valcon? Just look around and hang out? Absolutely. You do have to sign up for register to join a server for it. So they'll be sharing more info about that soon. Because you'll have to be able to join the server and be whitelisted on it and stuff. So yeah, and then the live streams will just be public. You know, you can tune in and watch them. It'll be fun. Yeah. Can you recruit me to help you kill the dragon on the Discord? I'm sure lots of people on there would love to have a dragon fight. Maybe I'll have the time sometimes. I'd love to play with a lot of you, but time is limited. Time is limited. I've got a lot of things to do. So maybe I can't promise though. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining. I'm glad today's stream went well. Glad we didn't have any tech issues for the most part. And we got some good builds laid out and everything. So I will see you all in the next one, which will probably be after this weekend, after Valcon happens. So yeah, tune in for that. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for the mountain cabin build. I want to be posting that probably sometime next week if I get it done. And I will see y'all next time. Alrighty. Cheers, everyone.